All right, guys, welcome back. I got control back, so that's a good thing. Hopefully we can keep it this time. Got control, lost MH. Okay, so you didn't miss anything. They just broke. Tarek just got back. They took a quick player break, and they're right back to it here. Tarek winning the last game, getting 10 to 13 in this race to 30. This position matters. Pretty tough. Might see him try and draw inside between that 8 and the 7 and try and just get along that side rail. Yeah, he tried. He didn't quite pull it far enough, and he ended up between the 7-5, which made it a little bit tougher. I think safety's probably a good choice here. Could play to make the 3. I think the safe is a little bit easier. Good shot. Probably coming off the second rail and really ended up pretty good on that roll. Tarek possibly looking to kick and stick here, just kind of stick him on the 9, send the 3 ball down table. A lot of work too. Real well, actually. It's going to be tough. Robbie's going to have to go at least 3 rails to hit this ball. He's going to be shooting away from where he's standing right now. The other way. Well, all right, going for it off a 2. And not quite going to get there. Got the hit on the 3, but nothing went to a rail, so ball in hand for Tarek. All right, guys, good to see everybody growing back again. We appreciate it. I again apologize for the inconvenience of everything here. Sometimes coming back after a trip, we tear all this stuff out, and you just kind of takes a little bit to get things back to where they should be. Got a bit tough. Oh boy, gonna open that right up for Robbie. Really pushed everything apart. Nice. Robbie's gonna have no problem here. So we'll one rail back off the end rail and out for the 7. We can hear you coming.
I beg your pardon? How did you know?
It was rustly. Sounded like this. All right. Robbie getting out there 14 games to 10. Tarek doesn't want to give up too many like that.
Which means Robbie has reached.
Roland,
Is he
I
at
don't
15 now,
even
or
want
did
to
he
say
score it
that
before?
number.
No, he scored it already. Okay, 14. Has not yet reached the halfway point.
The answer I have for you, Roland, a lot.
And what's the question? This is like Jeopardy. Give us the answer. What's the question?
The question is, Kendall, how much do you think you spent on the stream setup here?
Oh.
Yeah. The answer is a lot. More than I'd like to admit. More than it'll ever probably make. Truthfully.
I don't know if that is safe.
I don't think he got there. Which, I mean, really all Tarek's got to do is make the 1, the 3 hanging. Pretty unfortunate not to get a shot.
But it's a little risky though, isn't it? Cue ball's got to
that cut is that
clip off the edge
up
of the
there?
6 and head in the wrong direction. But yeah, not hit it soft.
Is that fresh coffee?
It's freshly poured out of the jug. I don't know. It's been sitting there all day long or not on the warmer. I can't tell the difference. I'm not a connoisseur. People very deep in the pocket, but he's hit that well.
Yeah, really good to get up for that side pocket. Would have liked to get to the other side of it probably, but
And you can almost go. I mean, obviously the first thought was drawing to the 1 rail, but you could go probably 3 rails. There is gaps around the 9 and 8, but no, he's going drawing that way. He was probably looks like he was trying to get between the 7 and the rail. It's tough to know for sure. Had to be one side or other of the 7 ball. Would have been the plan. So these days, everybody jumps good, don't they? Except for me.
see, I knew this was going to happen because we couldn't get over to the extreme. Phil just asked if this was happening. He can't find it, so
Is there a way to message over there or something?
Well, what I should do is this. I should
Facebook post everybody.
Well,
everybody you know.
I'll just put the link. I'll just put the link under the post. That way, hopefully, people will find it.
So Robbie just told you that he wants to get the cue ball after he plays this bank shot.
That's tough. Was he actually trying to make that 5? I don't think it actually went, did it?
Well, it may have been a safety, or it may have been a 2-way shot. And it was a no-way shot. That's a nice shot, isn't it? Sort of maximum outside spin. It's really a little swervy masse shot. Thin cut. To swing the cue ball around the table like that. Getting down this too quick, so this is a safety too, isn't it? No, it's not. Banking it straight on the side. No fear. It's a good sign. Tarek's still playing offensively. He's not afraid to take on a bank shot. He's shown us that several times already.
Oh, boy.
Well, I just said he's not afraid to take on a bank shot. What are you going to do now, Tarek?
Yeah.
And although there is a safety shot here to try and get the 9 ball in between the two, it's one of those ones that has to be hit just perfect. So you might be better off just banking at it. Ooh. Good hit.
Tester here for Robbie. This is another pretty straight in ball. You got to try and get all the way back down table on.
Yeah. Does
It's
he have
similar to the one that he
just
shot early on, you know.
Does he have just enough angle where you can power follow through? Or is it too straight?
That's right. Mike Taylor said excited for the championships here in June. Looking forward to it too, Mike.
The
What's-
queued
yeah,
up
what's-
championships?
What's the date? What's the weekend again? June. Just tell me it's not June 11th weekend. It's my wife's birthday.
Oh.
Mike Taylor, what's the date?
Ask her if she wants to come to a pool tournament.
Oh, Robbie playing safe. Did he really?
Well, definitely not.
Was he playing safe?
I don't know.
I can't hit replay. So.
Now we're going to see a good power draw shot, or as they say on British snooker television, a deep screw. That was a nice deep screw.
Well, he hit that pretty good, actually. All right, June 22nd. Good deal. So I'm in.
For the Queue It Up final, is that
Yeah,
right?
the championship, yep.
And to qualify for that, you had to have what? Won or placed in any one of the other Queue It Up tournaments?
Just got to play.
Can anybody play? Or you had to
We had to
qualify?
play prior, I think.
Did you have to achieve something in those tournaments, though?
No.
Really?
You achieved playing.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
It's not one of the ones where you have to place in order to make
No.
it to the final?
I'm not Mike Taylor, so I can't really answer that
Well,
question. But
I believe Mike Taylor is, of course, listening,
He
so he
is,
can
yeah.
fill us in on the details so we don't mislead everybody out there.
give us the deets, would you, Mike? Nice break. Tarek got that corner ball to go like Robbie's been getting. And he kept the cue ball a little higher up, so he's actually got a pretty decent shot at the one. I like him to get out here. All right.
Biased, are you?
All right. Starts at 7 p.m., June 21st on Friday, and then all day Saturday.
Are you betting that he's going to get out here, are you?
Yeah,
What if he doesn't make the one ball?
he's going to make it.
Oh.
Told you.
Yeah, tricky though, isn't it? You got to
This
get
is a little bit.
from the 3 to the 5. Is he going to get on another 5-6 combination here, or is there a way to get from the 3 down tables?
Well,
But
if you want the bright side, he
awkward.
doesn't have a real good shot to get on the 3, so he's going to have an
Yeah.
angle on the 3 to move for the 5. So I think you're going to see him kind of roll this in and just play up a couple rails, not too hard, and play the 3 in the bottom left corner here.
you know, there's a couple of issues here still. I mean, the 7 ball's not that nice, is it? Depending on how you get on it, and these shots
Yeah, he didn't even go for the 2 rails. He just automatically left that angle.
just rolled it in. He knew he wasn't going to do any better position-wise.
No. All right, so
And he has to hit this super soft if he has, if
We'll
he's
wait till
if
after.
he's just going to stay for the combination. But you
I
might wonder
think
if
he's
he
gonna
goes
come up by the
hit
9.
it better, yeah, and go all the way around and
Yeah,
hook yourself behind the 6
or the 9.
or miss the 3.
That was a shot, though. He's right
and he's
there.
on the 5
And he
perfectly.
hooked him. And he hooked him. All right, we got
Did
the
he?
definitive
Are you
answer
sure?
from Mike Taylor queued up. Billiard Tour. Anyone can play if they played in one stop for 2023 until now. If they have not played, they can still play, but they pay double the entry fee. Good
Robbie-
plan, Mike.
Yeah, and Robbie's having a good old look at this, which means it's really close. At the edge of the ball. He's going to play a little. Is he hitting spin or is he?
Yeah,
Must
he's going
be
to
just
miss
a-
it just
a
a
slight
little
bend.
bit. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, withdraw. Brilliant. What a great shot.
Almost fell over. He was so excited.
He loves his draw shots, doesn't he, Robbie? And this is one of those bank shots that. Oh, he's not. Yeah.
Come
it was sort of
on.
aimed sort of long naturally, wasn't it? But you really had to do something to shorten up somehow. And the key here is getting a nice angle just on the other side of straight on the 6 so he can get straight on the 7.
Oh, look at that. Coffee. What are you doing? The creamers go in first. What kind of service is this?
Oh, and while you're at it, peel me a grape. I just said, peel me a grape. Well, the service here is wonderful, isn't it?
Telling you, it's a different chemical reaction when you pour a little bit of cold into a lot of hot compared to a lot of hot into a little bit of cold. It's different.
Are you saying that if we gave you 2 cups of coffee
Yes.
and mixed them
Differently, I could tell the
but
difference.
with the same ingredients?
The answer is yes.
I find that difficult to believe.
But yet not impossible, you say.
Does anybody else out there agree with that? If you put your creamer in the cup before you put the coffee, it tastes different than if you put the coffee in first.
You're the physics chemist,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
And that's why I think it makes no difference. But
What are you talking
I
about?
don't know. Is there complex chemical reactions
Oh,
going on? I
absolutely.
don't know.
Yes.
Or is it just 2 things mixing and getting to an average temperature or something?
No.
Well, interesting. Well, we can test it.
Tarek's starting to get the break figured out if he can keep the cue ball from bouncing off 18 balls. and into
Everything
the
was
corner.
flying up table. Only 1 ball left in the bottom half of the table.
Shouldn't even give me anything to stir this with. What am I supposed to do? Dip my finger in there? What kind of service is this? I don't know where this finger's been today.
God. If you don't know, then no one knows. I've got 10 sugars in mine, but I don't stir it because I don't like it sweet.
Oh. It's not even been that long of a match. All right, here's Robbie trying to get to that 15. He's given up the last few now. But I don't see him giving up this one.
This thing's really in the way.
What is?
I can never see the score. I've got to lean around to see what the score is.
Here, we'll bring this up and then you can watch here. That was my intention.
Oh,
if
all
I
right.
can figure out how to. Oh, maybe not. We don't even really need that technically.
No.
He's got 12.
Yep.
Every time he wins, he'll have one more after that.
Right.
He's playing this to the tough side. He's definitely would have liked an angle to get over on this shot.
Yeah, and he's kind of on the wrong side here of the 6 ball, so it's. And he doesn't want to be straight, so he's okay there. He's got to just bear down and make this ball. And can probably just follow
Perfect.
and
yeah.
play the 10 in the same pocket. 10, 9,
Whichever one.
whatever.
You know, whichever one comes first. I was going to say look out for the side pocket because it was pretty natural going
Boink.
there. Shot.
And a little bump off the point.
15, Narf.
Did you just say Narf?
Did you just say point?
Ah, right, get it. I wonder if challenge to anyone out there who know what that is.
If anybody gets it, it's impressive.
Point. Narf.
Well, that
And-
gave it away now.
And
brother.
Narf is spelled N-A-R-F, capital F.
Did they print it?
If you ever see it, yeah, that's how it's spelled. All lowercase except for the last letter.
Okay.
So, challenge out there. What on earth are we talking about?
Nobody knows. Well, could be a good break, but I think the 9 goes off the 6. So you play off the 1, off the 9, into the 9, 9 off the 6 into the corner. Look at how dead that is.
I think only people who are as old as us and have kids would know.
Or you play safe.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Tennis. Fong is guessing tennis.
Oh. Yeah, poink is spelt with a K, that's not point
Oh, I see.
with
I
a
see.
T. Poink. P-O-I-N-K.
Is that just because it's
Boink.
from England?
No. And it's not from England. Although the character is. But
Oh. It's a bit ugly. Yeah, what do you do with that 6? Huh?
Break it out right now.
I mean, now is the only time you can, really,
And
because the
just
2's hanging in a good spot.
Go, yeah, I'll pop one ball in the side pocket, go 2 rails behind the 9 and the 6 with good speed to blast them up and hope to get lucky.
No, he's going to save when he
don't
gets
do
down there, I think.
Tough, though, isn't it? Once you get to the 6, there's not many balls left. I mean, he could have
Well,
played.
right, but you can roll around.
He could have
that
actually
pretty
played a
easy.
safety right there off the 1 and nudged those balls. Played that similar shot 2 rails and played a little bump.
Got a good
on the
line here
9.
if he really wanted to play into it.
Okay, nice. He wants a good angle on the 4 ball. And this, to get to the 3 and give himself that angle that he's pointing at right now, is going to take remarkable speed control.
I kind of like the stun straight off the end rail between the 4 and the 8 right into him right here. Or even going forward 2 rails into him.
And there's
See
also
if
the
he
corner
gets his
pocket.
angle.
There's also the only pocket. Oh, yeah, he's on the wrong side for the side.
Well, so
But-
now he can cut to the corner and
Yeah.
come around 2.
Very difficult to get that speed right on that shot.
It probably is because you say point with a British accent, though. That makes me
Well,
think of that.
The correct pronunciation is poink.
Yeah, he's going to play that safe. I think he's got a tough angle
I
for
don't know
the
if
safety,
that even-
honestly.
It's any good here, is it? What's he looking at? What's he pointing his cue at right now? Oh, he's playing a safety. Okay, thin off the left side of the 6. Cue ball goes a couple of rails and ends up exactly where he pointed, and the 6 stays right there. Oh, look at that. It goes towards the 8, which is
Good shot.
perfect.
That's pretty.
And if he hadn't pointed everything out before he shot that shot, we would have said he shot that absolutely perfect. And maybe that is what he played, but
Well, that's why you don't.
It's
Point
similar.
to your, that's why you don't point to your shot. Then you can take credit.
Yeah.
I meant to do that.
I'd be hitting this one really hard.
This goes 6-8 combo, dead in the corner.
Right.
Watch this.
6 off the 8 into the other side
Bang.
pocket.
Oh.
Oh.
And the 6.
That's exactly what you said. 6-8 combination. Did you
Yeah,
say
that's not what I
side?
meant, no.
Oh.
Nope. Gonna get to 13.
I think that was
Mr.
exactly what-
Tarek.
I feel like that was exactly what he played.
Hit the ball and hope something went.
No, that's how I'd have played
I
it.
would have played too.
But really, yeah, he did. He may have known that he had both side pockets were going to be threatened by a ball each.
Pickleball. Pickleball? What are you talking about, Fung? Pickleball.
All right, give you a clue, Fung. So, what are we going to do today, Brain? Same as we do every day, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
It's like the best series of cartoons, I think.
It
that
was great.
Were made.
Yep.
The Animaniacs.
That's right. I started wearing baloney in my slacks just because of it.
Oh, boy, they got that corner ball just down, both of them. Tarek figured it out.
He's been watching Robbie.
Yeah, it really has.
Okay, is this one of these power follow loopy shots where it hits the...
I don't know if
The
you
rail on the other
much,
side.
Yeah. I mean, the answer is yes,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it's like super hard. I think you just stroke it. Yeah.
yeah, that's
Now
smart.
he's got to come 2 rails between the 9 and the 7. Back out for the 4. So he's got to get this up the rail a little ways here. Stretch it out. Just enough. Nice shot.
Nicely navigated.
Same shot, come around 2 rails, 6 ball.
Yeah, because he's not straight enough, I don't think, to follow just one rail.
Yeah, perfect here, though. This is pretty natural.
Is it?
Yeah,
You sure about that?
completely.
Got to kind of stun it and whack it more because it's not really a...
It's just left.
Doesn't have a lot of angle.
Not too much top, mostly left.
Oh, yeah, maybe you don't have to take it off.
Too hard, though. Uh-oh.
Freeze. That's like a lag shot.
That's tough here. Got to roll forward now and play the side pocket. I don't think.
Which, when you look, yeah, absolutely right. When you look directly at the table here, through the window as we can, that looked fairly good. Still, again, slightly on the wrong side of easy, but still has a chance just to roll this ball in and not going to get close to the 8. Digging down, which tells you he's going to. No, he's still hitting high though, isn't he? Yeah, he's trying to go around the 9. Didn't want it to go so wide that he hit the 9.
Yeah, that wasn't what he had in mind. I don't think.
I didn't feel he was going to end up with a much better shot on the 8 anyway. What's probably worse though is where the 9 is. How do you get the cue ball to the other side of the table? Draw it straight across and back. Look at this powered loopy draw shot. Lovely. The
Nice shot.
8 ball wiped his feet before it went in. And they're in the background.
It's the dartboard I just set up.
Yeah.
All right, Tarek finishes that one off, gets him even closer, 13 games to 15. See if I just leave it on this one, you can read it. Then you can't see
Yeah,
the other
I
one.
noticed that, yeah. I believe someone's telling you to look at your messages.
Okay. I don't have any.
Okay, so let's check out Tarek's break here.
What's he talking
Yeah,
about?
corner ball flying in. Managed to hold on to the cue ball. But it's definitely getting better. Oh, there's no one else out there to watch the break putt, Mr. Tournament Director Mark Bell says.
Why can't Mark watch it?
Doesn't trust himself.
It's gonna have
You'll be okay for a couple of
gonna have
minutes
to
by
learn.
yourself, won't you, Kendall?
Yeah, you can go watch
All right,
it.
I'm going to run out and do the break putt for the Tournament tournament.
I think you just draw this out, play the 2 in the side next. Just draw it over a bit. Oh, way too much. That's where he was going. Just dug a little deep. Still got the side pocket. That's where he's going to end up having to put this ball. I still think the back cut to the side pocket is the right shot because you come around nice if you can make it. If you miss it long, you're fairly safe. And that's the other option too. You could intentionally miss it long, play up 1 diamond past the side pocket, roll the cue ball over by the piece of chalk on the right-hand side of the pocket. I think you're just as good off making this ball. I don't think it's as tough as it looks. It's like golf when you're golfing through a tree, 90% air. This one, pocket's 5/8 bigger than the corner. Come on, gotta make it. Shot, perfect shape. Bill, good to see you made it over from the YouTube hell there. You couldn't find the stream. Robbie on the right side of this one also. Game is so much easier when you're on the right side of the ball each time. If he's on the wrong side, it gets tough. You know, you get down table a little bit. You can float away from the 8 when you shoot this ball. becomes much easier. Now he's got to play something either into it or draw extremely to get away from it. Yeah, and actually, Phil, the max action is typically going to be on the extreme. Oh boy. That's a big miss. That brings things at the halfway point. 15-15, exactly halfway through this match. Good stroke, good speed there by Tarek. Jeez. I'll have it right by the end. Mike Gaines says, come on, T-Buck. Puts down 15-15. Well, as we predicted, this was not going to be a blowout by either one of these players. They play almost dead even. You do have Tarek, who's up and coming, which is terrific, playing all the time. So he should be continually improving, as he is. And Robbie, who basically never plays, you know, but still wants to compete and wants to show that he can still play. Well, it's no secret to make that corner pocket. Seem to be doing that almost every time now. T buckets, I see, because he makes them look like buckets. That was a hell of a bank right there. Good shot. Mr. Andy Coons checking in with Wisconsin Pool Players Society. What's going on, Andy? How are you? He's got a good plan here. You just got to get to the other side of the 6 ball and not get too far down. Just short, so short cue is going to come out. Give it a yumpity yump. And hope you can draw out of it far enough. Yeah. Well, he got on the 6. Going to open up the shot here for Robbie. It snuck out on the backside. Never ceases to amaze me. You can put up 18 barricades and people still find their way through them. I'm not sure what happened to Robbie here. If he took a quick break. Let's take a look around the room here since we're bored. We'll use this one. There comes Robbie on his way back. Got our tournament going on over here. Players. Look at that pigsty. Look at all that garbage Tarek's eating there while he's Tarek. See what he's got. Let's see. So the secret to playing good pool looks like some strawberry Pop-Tarts. A little gum. Definitely the Red Bull coming. All right, let's see. So Robbie is back, and it's his shot. I think he's waiting for Tarek at this point.
Should go get this cord around your hand.
Here comes Tarek back. Ready to go now.
15-15 in a race to 30. That puts him just past the halfway point.
Did anybody win any money over there?
Mark Wood made a great break. Made a ball on the break. Had a tough cut, but it was a makeable cut out of the middle of the table. Half ball cut into the corner, long shot, and did not go in.
How much was he playing for at that point?
I don't know how much it was per ball.
100 plus.
Something of that nature. The toughest part is making a ball on that 10 ball on a 9-foot table.
It's tough though, Patrick, to move that camera on. He said, "Look at that camera work." It's tough to move it around. We need a third guy on some of these matches. I think it'd be a lot of fun. We could do quite a bit more. I'm not sure what he's looking at. I would think he would cut this ball. You know, unless you get into the 8-9, get in the weeds there, you're going to have a shot in the 6. Cutting this ball. Yeah, you were just pushing buttons. No, brutal. I mean, we haven't talked about it much, but Patrick sat in that booth for basically 12 hours a day and just on command changed the view of the camera.
Oh, wow.
You know, Mason would look for views, and it was
Mason was calling the shots.
No, so basically Mason was running the PTZ, the camera here.
Oh, okay.
and
He would find a good shot.
find the shot, and then have to holler over to Patrick used two. Patrick, you know, whatever it is.
Okay.
Well, he wouldn't say Patrick, obviously.
Cut shot is this or a bank shot?
I would cut it. I already kind of gave my
Thin, isn't it?
opinion.
Around the table with the cue ball. Bank shot.
Banked
yeah.
it. See, that's why I went to bank
At
it.
that speed,
Just
yes. It
kidding.
seems like huge pockets, but we've seen some more accurately shot shots bobble out, but just a little bit more speed, and that doesn't go.
Yep.
Because that shot looked a little bit
Phil
wide,
just said,
didn't
I
it?
wonder if he likes the bank instead, and he did. I get it, but I like the cut just because it does get you away from all the balls. There's no chance.
Oh,
for
here we
you to
go.
run
A
into him.
jump shot with the bridge, because he can't. It's in the middle of the table. He can't quite reach it.
He needs Mason on this shot. His one-handed jump shot, middle of the
Yeah,
field.
the dart shot. That would work, wouldn't it?
Mhm. I can never believe how accurate he is with that.
Yeah. This is tricky. Because he can't even get his eye or head in line with the cue, so it's a bit of a guesswork. He's aimed it before he
Pretty
went
good.
into it. Man, that's a
How
great
did he
shot.
come out of it?
Played a good speed. Did well just to jump over that ball in that short distance, because it was actually very close, wasn't it? The cue ball was pretty close to the ball it was jumping over. Oh, right round the back. And it doesn't look like Robbie uses any kind of systems. He just feels his way into that.
Well, this has been a long 15-15 game here. Somebody's got to get out.
Now is a good, easy way to calculate the approximate end time, isn't it? Halfway through the match. 2 hours and 40 minutes in. Right?
Uh-oh.
6:20. Okay, this got interesting. I think he's just going to cut this in and hit the cue ball as sort of soft as he can and just concede that the cue ball is going to end up on the other side of the table, higher up the table than he wants, but still give him a chance to cut it in. He's so thin on it, he can't do anything with draw and go up table and back down. So, oh, he's using outside spin, so that does tell you he's thinking he's going up table, does he? Yeah. And stun
What do you
straight
mean by that, Phil?
into the middle
Curious.
pocket.
Phil said different Robbie versus the previous King of the Hill stream. What's more money for one?
It's his twin brother.
Plus, I think Robbie was he was excited to play this not because he thought he was going to drill Tarek, because he never has said that in all of the. He was actually a little bit surprised that people were thinking that Tarek was just going to blow him out of the water.
Yeah, well, those are people who have just seen Tarek play, and Tarek plays really, really well. And I've seen him playing in tournaments here when he's
but
showed that he's the real deal against tough competition. But
he was excited because he thought it was going to be a really good, even match.
yeah,
and so far he's right.
There's no doubt about it that Robbie's also a very tough player.
Yeah.
And Robbie won the AA 10-ball state championship a couple of years ago.
Even though he doesn't play, he's still, I was just saying, even though he doesn't play, he still plays at a high level. But Robbie really doesn't play for the most
I
part.
wondered if that 3-ball was in the way.
A little bit.
Just get up and shoot it in without really looking and calculating it, because you feel that bank shot, but you have to really know for sure if those balls are on your line. And we got the 9-ball hanging. So this may be a 3-shot rack.
Jeff Glaser rooting on Tarek.
Well, look at that. He's playing to just get position on the 3, which is probably
That's smart.
the better player way to go.
Such a nice table if you just get on the 3 here.
It's wide open.
Well,
Okay.
well, we were just saying.
He's fooled us all. And
That's
himself.
a tough shot. I don't like these shots, honestly.
Yeah, and the 9-ball's not even hanging, so okay, he's going to cut it. He could still go for the 3-ball, but if the 9-ball was better positioned for a two-way shot, but it's kind of off the rail, so you got to pick one.
Yeah, Patrick just brought that up. He said, I think a lot of people forgot that Robbie had a 5-week run at King of the Hill. I mean, that's no easy feat. Nice job there. And that, Robbie considers himself a 9-ball player. I don't know how much he considers it, and everybody played him in 8-ball. I mean, nobody challenged him in 9-ball just because that's his strong game.
Yeah, and you can tell the speed and the fluidity here. Both players are, but while talking about Robbie, you can tell that he's
right.
He expects himself to be able to just
power
through this.
Phil just explained what he meant. He said he had very few unforced errors during his King of the Hill run.
Yeah.
And here he's had a few.
And he hasn't really played a lot recently, and I was talking to him about that, and I don't know much about Tarek, but Robbie said he does play a lot.
Yeah, plays
all the time.
We were just talking about that, or I was.
You were just talking with yourself, okay. Sorry, with the viewers out there.
Yeah.
All 2 of them.
No, 146,000 right now.
146.
Run into the 4 here. Oh.
Yeah, and he plays very fluently.
A little further down table he would have liked, but this is still a good shot. You can hold inside that 9, no problem. Shoot the 6 down here in the bottom left.
Yeah, and to win the AA state championship means you've played a lot of good matches and have to play really good. So I'm sure he played a very high level when he did that.
When you got to play under pressure.
I asked him because I'd been over to his house to help him
Oh boy.
with his pool table light. And I said, "Are you playing much on your pool table?" And he's like, "No, I sold it." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Because I never play on it."
There's two answers: play more on it or sell it. So
Or just
sell it.
leave it there.
Yeah, that's true.
He's got a big basement.
Oh,
Plenty of space.
correction. He said he just looked it up and it was a 6-week run, so he won 6 in a
Yeah.
row. I think the record is Mason with either 11 or 13. I don't remember which. And then, well, no, because I guess technically, I don't know. Pat, who had the longest run at King of the Hill? I don't know the answer to that.
And Little John, of course, had a good run, didn't he?
Yeah, and he gave it up.
And he
you
was
know,
un-
I mean,
yeah, undefeated.
Yeah, right, he was undefeated technically. See, I like playing this forward. He'll probably draw it. I don't like drawing this shot. Okay, Tarek coming back.
Yep.
Not going to go 3 down again.
Nicely 2 rails across. It looks like he's got that little gold chain on. I always remember watching Johnny Archer on ESPN when he was younger, and he always had that gold chain that sort of rubs on the cue as you're playing. I don't know if that helps or gets in the way, but obviously not get in the way, otherwise they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, Taylor, I agree. I don't know why that is. I think that honestly, the Valley players don't get a lot of credit in general.
It's Jeopardy again, isn't it? What was the statement that you're responding to there?
Everybody forgets how good the players in the Valley are, and he's one of the best.
Oh, there's a lot of strong players around here. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, I don't think that we get the respect out of the Madison crowd and out of the Milwaukee crowd the same.
Making the corner ball.
I don't know why that is, honestly. 9 weeks for Mason. J-Fed could have tied him, but Mason... No, that was... I think you're misremembering, Patrick, because he stepped in to play Scott Kugel, because Scott was another one that ran a lot of King of the Hills. And I know Mason stepped in to prevent him, beat him just in time before he took his record. But I could be wrong too. Patrick's the keeper of the keeper of the info.
Keeper of the records.
2,000 years from now, they'll look at Patrick's records to understand who was king.
Tricky shot there. Is he playing a push out? And if so, what's the plan? What's the idea? Make sure that he doesn't give him a cuttable shot into the corner pocket, which he has done. The thin off the left side of the one kind of just leads to a scratch, it seems. So you may want to kick this instead. No, he's going straight at the one ball.
He's going to bank it down here by the 6.
Oh yeah, because if he can hit it full enough, he's got a good stop safety here.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, he needed to. So that spin told you he was trying to bend it a little bit. He just didn't quite have a simple, full enough shot where he could stun behind the 5 and the 9 and that little group over there.
It's interesting. Patrick just said it. As an overall, Laura Link actually has the all-time high run, and she won 10 straight wins at Queen of the Hill with no breaks. Tarek saying 2 can play at that game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Nicely controlled that one.
Yeah, stand up
Control
dead
2
stuck
balls.
behind the 3 is nice. Wisconsin Billiard Hall of Fame, John Kramer says lots of great players in the Fox Valley for sure.
Hoping for a kick bank into the corner pocket. Or a 2-roll kick behind. That may well be what he thought was going to do.
Uh-oh. Well, I think you got almost tried that, huh?
The 9 ball.
Close. It's close, and the cue ball is going to go up, or the 1 ball is going to go up to the end rail. Cue ball is going to slide over.
Yeah, and because the way it sits, it doesn't really lend itself quite well to a safety with those. You got those 3 balls together there, but I don't think you can really use them.
I think it's both. I think you can play.
Well, it might be safe, yeah, if you play that combination, the 1-9 combination, but no, he's just going off the edge.
He's just playing the edge. Yeah.
Very difficult for this act. Oh, right. Now that was a mistake.
He didn't want to do that.
Now, I don't believe you wanted to do that. Because it looked like he was playing the safety perfect. Because he definitely wasn't playing the 4. Otherwise, the 1 ball wouldn't be where it
That
is.
isn't too bad of a kick and stick, though. That 9 and the 7.
Oh, he's got the same scenario where he may end up making the 5 ball accidentally.
That's true.
Kick and stick, you're saying, okay, so the 1 ball has to go up table. And it's not really any need to, he's talking to Robbie. There's no need to call a ref on this one. It'll be pretty obvious if you're going around first. I played it really nicely. Nice and soft. So that's a really good example of how to shoot that shot.
I want to thank everybody for joining us. We really do appreciate it. Make sure you're out there sharing. We appreciate that even more. As much as we like you, we like everybody you can bring to the table. Even more.
And you use that kick system where you kind of split the angle.
Wow. Really pushed that down the rail. If I had the ability to replay that, I would have.
Yeah. And he's ended up very close to straight, just past it. And where the 5 ball is, that makes this really tricky. So if he pounds this in and just draws straight back and somehow manages not to draw straight into the side pocket, there's a chance for it to go down, back down table and get far enough for the window on the 5. But let's see, he's going to big, deep draw shot.
Derek says, in the Valley, we get the joy of losing to Mason and Ray every weekly. It's good, though. I tell you, there's worse people.
Oh, that's
Not
it.
that-
That's and he
Oh,
knows. Oh, you know, he almost. It felt like he was conceding that. And he almost
Yeah.
stopped it because he thought he was going to draw straight into the corner pocket. He played that really well. I mean, to get at least into that window, into the target zone. He doesn't want to be right in the corner pocket like this, but he's still got a shot. He's going to snick this in.
Safety.
Doesn't. No,
Oh, he
because of where the
played it.
6 ball is. Oh, now he is going
Yeah.
to scratch.
What about it?
Yeah.
That's a big game, too. That's tied at 18.
And that line was actually fairly predictable, wasn't it? Did he snick off the other ball? Yeah, I guess
No.
he did. He didn't. Didn't move the 9
Here,
ball.
let's check the oh, never mind. I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what it comes down to right there. Derek also said if they can't sharpen your iron, nobody can. You know, and that really is the benefit. I mean, Ray is such a good guy to have around winning those tournaments because he's so supportive of the players that he plays. Even, you know,
Sharpen your iron. If you have a sharp iron, aren't you going to end up tearing your shirts when you're ironing?
I think they're talking about like a sword. Isn't that what the old Brits used to call their swords?
Well, yeah, I kind of knew you were saying that. I didn't really. I'm not familiar with that phrase, but
Terry, can you say this word for me?
can't.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They can sharpen your iron. Yeah, if you can't sharpen your iron, okay.
If you what? I'm not sure I heard
Well,
you correctly.
teams nowadays, the corner ball's going in
yeah, that
every break.
yeah. So you got the one?
2 balls in. Corner ball flying in every time, it seems. And yeah, he must be on the 1. Just needs to get a good angle on the 2 so he can get across for the 3.
Wow. If he is on the 1, he's going to just roll forward. But
He's digging down. Doesn't want to roll forward. It's good too. And if the 1 ball goes past the 4, I think he's probably going to end up playing on that pocket.
which 1 ball? You
The
mean
3, the 3 ball, yeah. If the 3 ball goes past the 4.
I know, you were saying that
Yeah,
one
he's
ball-
digging
that
down,
one
so
ball.
no, he's playing the 3 ball into the other way. He likes his draw shots.
Yeah, I mean, he had enough room
that
on this
makes sense.
side of the pocket. Yeah. So it would have been closer.
And that's probably why
69.
he hit such a powerful shot on the 1 in the side and get across like that.
Now, how much does that game that Tarek just gave up cost you? You know, 2 to 3 games down now.
So do you think we got the handling of his name yet?
No, I keep screwing it up.
What about Robbie Scmidt? Are we ever going to get his name right?
Who?
Robbie Scmidt.
Oh,
Robbie.
I can't believe I would. Yeah. Robbie Scmidt.
I remember Jeff Jandart was explaining to me that the J in his name
Yonder.
is pronounced like a Y, and I'm like, okay, thanks, Jeff.
That's funny. It's good pace there. Robbie's just going to draw this one back too, I think. Robbie's shooting a draw shot.
Oh.
Everybody.
He's okay. I'll calm down. Risky that, wasn't it, though?
Just going to draw this one too.
Into the corner pocket.
No. Randomly. 19. 11 away from champion. Tarek's got to get her moving now.
Still a long way to the finish line.
So interesting enough, the biggest lead that Tarek has had is 2 games. Robbie's had a 4-game
Right
lead
at the beginning,
once.
yeah.
Yep. And a 3-game lead twice.
And Tarek is not panicking yet. He knows. Tarek. Thanks, Candle. Well, look at that corner ball and the 1 ball. Plus other balls in addition. That's a 3-ball break. The 6 balls hanging, the 4 balls tough. He's got a bank shot here on the 2, which he's just going to pop right in.
Yes.
No, center of
see,
the pocket. And
he's gotta
gets
hit
up
this.
table.
Perfect.
And yeah, that's right. He's in a good spot there to do exactly what he just pointed out.
7 ball, yeah.
Which is, yeah, exactly. You're playing towards the 7, maybe a little kiss on the 7.
Pinch between the rail and the 7 would be ideal. Be even better to hit the 4. Not on that side, though. Nice little safety here. Roll up to the 7.
Or snick the 4 ball towards the 7 and get behind the 6. And
Oh, yeah.
it's a fairly safe shot because you're rolling the 4 ball safe even
I
if you
like
don't
that
get
better,
behind the
yeah.
6. Could have hit
It's
it.
lucky you got to the rail.
Could have hit it a little bit thicker.
This is extremely makeable.
Well, he is what they used to before it was politically incorrect to say. He is Chinese on the 6 ball here.
Over the top.
Mm-hmm. It's a Chinese snooker.
Which is actually a playable shot to
Yeah, he's
put somebody over the top of a wall.
sure. Yeah, he's not frozen on it, so he is digging down. I don't know if this bank goes though. It's a
Oh,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just too
It's
long. That
nice.
shot always goes there, doesn't it? It's tough to shorten that up and also not get a double kiss. It's funny, isn't it, on that shot? If it was just a few inch, a little bit straight, it would sort of be an easy bank shot. Yeah, Robbie's getting
Is this
some
off the
momentum.
break?
Here. What's that?
Was this off the break?
No. Remember those
Oh, my goodness.
safety shots we were just talking about?
Oh, yeah. Good shot here. A little short. No scratch here. You just got to make the ball. You'd have to work to scratch.
No. Oof.
Shot. Puts it down, gets to the big
Yep.
2-0, 4-game lead again.
Well, all those people who have seen Tarek play know how good he is, and that's why. And all those people who felt he was favourite know that this match is well from over. He's not that far behind, really. And Robbie still needs 10. However, if Robbie's breaking good and he's freewheeling and he's shooting good, where's that cue ball going? Oh yeah, he uses just enough body English there to stop the cue ball going in the side pocket. I don't know, does that work? It's open
Yeah.
table.
I tell you, I agree with what Derek just said. He said Robbie looks really comfortable right now. Like he's not irritated. You know, your best bet is when Robbie starts getting upset with himself and bad rolls. You know.
I bet you after this match he'll tell you he played terrible.
Oh, I'm sure he will. Especially if he shoots a 3 right now.
Yeah. It's called planning ahead.
Yeah, okay.
It's one of the things. In the next chapter, we'll explain to you about that.
What's going on? No socks. He's got no socks on. Let's try and draw to the spot. It's almost natural coming to the spot, right?
Yeah, and what about the 5 ball? Is this got to be another combination on when he gets to the 5? So he was trying to get on the other side of the 4 ball, and you can tell his little frustration because he could have got onto the 5-8 combination that way. But doesn't this just make you get on the 5-9 combination instead? He doesn't like that as much.
5-9's tougher, though. Because you can't really get over there.
And the good thing is, although Robbie's playing quick
He's playing this
and
off the 8.
freewheeling, he will stop.
He's going to play this ball off the 8 ball.
No way.
Yeah, look at what he's lining up on the overhead.
Ooh, dangerous.
Just going to roll it in, though. Shouldn't hit this very hard.
No, and if you hit it a little bit too thick, it doesn't go. Oof.
Well, he straightened out the combination a little bit nicer. It was the right idea.
Wow.
Would have had to hit it harder, though, to get it out of the way.
And the harder you hit it, the more risk of it going
Nice
wide.
thing here, the way you're cutting it, you're going to automatically end up with shape as long as you make the ball. Wow.
1, 2, 3.
I didn't think you could hit it like that.
That was a 3-nippler.
I have no idea how the 5 ball got to that side of the 8 and still made the 8.
Oh.
Crazy. 7 in the side next.
Lots of spin on that cue ball.
Or the corner.
This is quite nice, really. I think this is just a follow. And you pop off the side rail and
Right or
end
left.
up nice and straight.
Uh-oh. I would have been almost tempted to play that ball to the right more than back cutting it. Tarek's more than happy that he
Felt
played
like
it
he
the
had
other way, though.
To work to get that ball to go wide enough.
17, Robbie will not take a 5-game lead.
There you go. And this is exactly what the Tarek fans out there, and I'm sure there's a lot of them watching, were waiting for.
What, that 2 ball out? That's what they're waiting
A chance to get back into this match.
Oh, I see.
I mean, he's well in this match.
Yeah, it's kind
But
of
you
like,
can't let
it's
Robbie.
kind of like their Fargo rate right now. It's
Yeah.
dead heat.
But yeah, the risk there for Tarek is that Robbie might just catch a gear, and all of a sudden, a few games later, you're well behind. So
That's a nice break. Good opportunity here.
Yeah.
2 balls a little bit.
lots of balls ending up table. Yeah, and the 2 ball actually doesn't, does it? I was thinking,
Side pocket, maybe. You just roll this in. I don't think it goes past the 8, huh?
Inside English there to make sure he didn't hit the 8.
Let's go past the 6.
Yeah, it does, and that's a very good shot. That the natural shot kind of went into the 8, and so he did put a good amount of inside spin on that. And there's another one. He's got to navigate through the balls, and he's done so very well. In and out twice without touching any of those 3 balls up table. He's going to be going up and down table multiple times in this rack.
Did anybody mention to you that Kenny Do It was here the other day?
Can he do it?
Yeah.
Is this some kind of joke? Am I supposed to say who's Kenny? Can he do it or no?
No.
Kenny what? Can he do it? I don't know. Can he?
I can't think of his last name anymore.
Come on, this has to be a
He
joke.
did all the trick shots. No.
Oh, you mean can he make him?
Can he make them?
Kenny. Yeah, Kenny. Can he make him? Yeah. I did see him the other day, and actually my wife was asking about him. We're talking about Ken Bastar.
Bastar, there you go.
We used to call Baston. It's kind of like Tarek. You need a little clue or key as to how to pronounce his name, but it's supposed to be pronounced like pasta.
Did you say
Tarek?
Tarek?
Tarek. It does help. I mean, but no, Ken Bastar. Pronounced similar to pasta. Oh no, Ken Basta is how he said. It's pronounced the same as pasta. But yeah, trick shot artist. I haven't seen him for a while. He used to be on my pool team a long time ago at the Sharks Club. And I didn't see him recently, but not that long ago.
Yeah, he just stepped in.
Yeah.
It's a little tough here. I mean, not super tough, but got to hit it good.
Well, he's hit every other shot this rack good, so why not? It's up and down table multiple times. Like a drill, isn't it? Yeah, that's interesting. He had multiple ways to go there.
That was a good shot.
Decided to short across through the middle of the table. Tarek is feeling good also, and he feels himself coming back.
Only 2 games now down, so race to 12 for him, race to 10 for Robbie. I want to thank everybody for joining us here at Mad Apple Extreme. Right now we are obviously on the open stream, but typically these matches will be aired on our Extreme channel. Little technical difficulty tonight, so it made us kind of go to the open stream. We'll get that taken care of, and next match will definitely be on the Extreme.
Corner ball goes
I don't
in
know that
again.
they've missed that corner ball in a long time.
Yeah.
Both of them seem to be making it every time.
Cross bank so you can get position on the 2. It's a thin angle if he's just going to cut it straight into the side pocket, and it's going to require a big stroke if he's going to use it to get on the 2 ball. So that shot is fraught with danger, especially if he would have to use inside English and act up over the 5 ball. I think you might have to bank it.
Yeah, I don't think you have to hit this very hard at all.
No, if he's playing the bank. Oh no, right. Did he use inside spin there?
Yeah, just right.
Really, really well struck shot that. That just shows you how he's feeling. Because that's one of those shots that can go all wrong.
Yeah, Tarek's going to
And
bring
he's
this
playing-
within 1,
yeah.
I'm confident.
Both these players. This is like a boxing match where both players just keep on banging and banging away. Nobody stops and they just keep on punching.
Oops.
That sounded like a phone hitting the floor.
Good shot, good choice. I like going to the side pocket here like he did.
Is this the side pocket or the corner pocket? Side pocket. Corner pocket.
Corner bucket. He ended up straighter on that side than I thought he was going to, too.
This is a bit of a weird one. You've got to really punch this one, don't you, if you're going to whack.
Hit perfect. 19 games, down by 1. Heading back. I don't know. Are we going to get this stack it and rack it scenario coming up?
Well, looks
29-29, they said that's would be the plan.
Yeah, it looks like Robbie's disappeared, so Tarek has taken off too. I bet Carl Schmidt's out there watching this. Carl, are you out there watching?
He was here earlier.
Oh, he was here. Playing the tournament, probably.
Maybe. Could have been playing the tournament.
I haven't seen him today. But he did call me yesterday. Is this also that AI camera? No, it's not. You can't.
Yeah.
You can get it to track itself. Put it on someone. Put it on Kyle over there.
I don't
See
know
if-
how to do that.
Oh, okay. For those who don't know what that meant, we do have an AI camera which you can click on a person, it will just follow them around the room.
See if Kyle's going to make this 8-ball.
There's Robbie. Ah, what a nice little bank shot.
Nice shot
Kyle.
there by
And here's
Kyle.
Randy in the distance, popping the 7-ball into the corner. So it's a smorgasbord of pool going on.
Here comes Tarek.
And there's Tim Glasheen just about to pop the 3-ball in. There's more Robbie. All right, is that what you're doing? Is that as fast as that thing moves? Or is this
No,
a graceful pan?
Graceful pan.
There you go.
And then we can go back to here. Whoa!
Oh, at the touch of a button.
It was kind of fun.
For who?
Oh, nice. I like
Alright.
that idea. Queued up. So Mike Taylor says, I have a special match of the championship tournament. Mason Cook versus Nate Mindham. The 2 champs going to face off for a special prize.
Oh.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah. And there was another break where he made both the corner ball and the 1-ball in the side. So it looks like Robbie's break advantage has disappeared.
Yeah, I mean, Tarek has definitely figured out the break. Now, just like always, it's a matter of getting a shot after the break.
Yep. Key shot, this one here. Is he just going for the combination?
I'm not sure. I mean, it's a pretty risky shot, to be honest with you.
Hopefully he doesn't end up hooking himself.
Oh, he hit it good,
And
but
he ended up hooking himself. No. Yes. No.
even hitting that ball good, it's tough to get anything to come out of it.
You'd think there'd be some kind of safety here. But that itself is tricky. To get any separation, you have to hit the 2-ball really thin, but then, of course, you're chipping the 2-ball over towards the corner pocket.
I think you can bank it
So
around.
that patch, he just indicated an area, a target zone. So, okay, so he's carefully knocking the 2-ball to the end rail, but just close to the 1 first diamond. And
Nope.
he was
Leaked.
and if it hit it thinner, of course, the cue ball would have gone even further. So one thinks that was just hit too hard. Ah, that's a lovely shot. Back to his favourite draw shot.
It was a little tricky coming out of the corners, but he gave himself a pretty nice angle here to get out.
This one you have to control well, don't you?
Just
Presumably
about
you
half ball center ball. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
he hit that hard. No, he didn't. He hit it perfect. Felt like he hit that pretty stiff, but looks good. This awful straight in here, actually.
well, just keep playing draw shots.
Goes for the side. He's not moving over very far. Yeah, he came out all right.
Okay, and this whole rack was about this shot. Make the 9. And just make sure you don't send the cue ball on the path towards a pocket.
Good shot. Nice shot going to 21, separating himself by 2 again. Race to 9 for Robbie. Race to 11 for Tarek. Gosh darn it.
Mm-hmm.
Ruby and Tarek.
9 ball's got to go in the middle, I think, if I haven't misread the rules correctly.
Pretty
Oh,
sure.
should we stop him or what? What am I supposed to do now? Or are we not supposed to get involved? And then Tarek calls a foul on him.
I can't believe Tarek hasn't seen him. Let him break. I don't know.
It's too late. Well, as long as the 9 didn't look at the speed, he's got to realize just at the speed of the 9 ball. The 9 ball never goes that fast. Luckily, he didn't make the 9 ball. Otherwise, I'd have been in a dilemma, and I'm gonna have.
Well, I mean, it's tough because Tarek's got to see that too. You know, I'm sure Robbie didn't do it on purpose. You know, just did he have the 8 in the middle? Probably, huh? I'd go back and look, but I don't have replay.
We've got YouTube.
I bet you the 8 was.
I know every time we say this, everybody watching says, "Oh, we can."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we should have that ability too. So,
Did he
okay.
have the 8 in the middle? Is anybody?
I'm
paying
looking.
attention?
I'm looking right now.
I'd be curious. I want somebody else to answer me. I talk to you all the time. I
Sounds
just
like
keep throwing my phones in the ground.
sounds like a phone hitting the floor.
All right, Tarek with the jump. Just got to make one of these eventually. Nope. Almost got the side pocket. Leaving Robbie the edge. See Robbie just roll this ball over to the side rail, I think.
All right.
3 ball was in the middle. See, he's way faster than you.
No, I'm on the previous stream. It doesn't go all the way. Yeah, it's
Bear, what's going on? I didn't know Barry Chapman was watching. You got to say hi when you come in, Bear.
BJ Chapman.
I don't know which nickname's worse, mine or yours. I call him Bear.
Uh-oh.
Tarek looking for the
Yeah,
bank shot, I believe.
3 ball. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this.
What's going on, Ian? Speaking of people, I pronounce their names wrong all the time. Ian, Tarek, Robbie, Ruby. Going for the bank, going to leave a wide open window. That's crazy bad luck right there. Good angle here. Should be able to just roll this up. I don't think he'll run. Well, maybe he does run into the 4 here. Yeah, he does. But he had the angle to get in between there. He might if he holds it like he's going to. Yeah, he got where he wanted to, but he missed the two. And it was, or Jesus Christ, Ian. I just did it again. Ian, it was
Iron.
mutually agreed on.
Sharpen your iron.
Oh. No, I mean the reality is I knew a kid way back when in school, and he was spelled the same way, and they called him Ian.
Yeah, it wasn't correct back then either.
Well, that's what they called him. Well, Kia or Kaya?
Kaya. Yeah, spelled the same as the car.
Unless you ask the car company, and then they'll tell you it's Kia. Yeah, so there's nobody picking a game anyways, is the point. They just agreed to play a match together. And the qualification for the max action match is a match for 1,000 or more in the middle. And it's a one-time deal. You're not challenged again or anything like that. It's one time. All the 90210 kids ruining my name, he says.
Do you get that?
Yeah, I would imagine there's somebody on there called Ian.
I think
Or
it's.
Ian, I mean.
Oh, yeah, Iron Ziering.
Yeah, right.
But
Right.
did he spell it that way? No way.
I have no idea.
Yeah. That's right. How well versed I am in popular culture that I could pick out that 90210 name.
Jeez.
That's right. I have a wife who used to watch that.
I can honestly tell you that I've never watched a single episode of that show.
But Alison, I love you.
Sure, that means something to someone. Oh, it's first miss on that corner ball I've seen in a coon's age.
Just right before he drew level. But yeah, notice when we were talking about Robbie reaching 20 and being nicely ahead, and all of a sudden he's only at 21 all these games later.
Look at this.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
I don't know if he played that, honestly.
A safety behind the 4? Yeah, sure he did. Right?
Okay.
You thought that was a miss? No, that was definitely a safety shot of that, I can assure you.
I want to thank everybody for joining us. Thank you for sharing. Please continue to do so. Got a good match. It's only going to get exciting from here. Races to 8 and 9 left. I'm sorry, 9 and 10 left. MH is the same damn age as I am. What are you talking about?
I'm younger.
Not by much.
Plenty.
Year, 2. How old are you?
Don't know. Do the math yourself. I was born in. I used to know, but it keeps changing.
Yeah.
1972, if you must know.
Okay, so that means you're 51-ish. So he's just as old as I am. Not sure what that was. Trying to just clutter things up. And the 1 doesn't really go anywhere. And I don't know that the 1-9 goes. It's close. You're just going to push these two up and freeze them on the 6, yeah. Kind of. Except for he gave up the 9. Jeez. Can't be happy about that one. What are you doing over there?
I'm texting a screenshot to Robbie of this rack. And I mean, he must have noticed
Well, you may,
after he
may,
broke
You
it.
may want to wait until after the match.
Yeah, okay, I won't hit send, but I don't know if he's on his phone while he's playing anyway, but he might be. But even if he didn't notice it while racking, when he broke and realized the 9 ball was the fastest moving ball on the table.
Yeah, not necessarily.
I mean, you see that ball flying around, go multiple rails. When do you ever see that? Robbie just sent me a message.
No, he did not.
Oh. Yeah, I accidentally sent him the picture before I before I wrote the message, and he already responded, "Yeah, I heard, LOL." Nobody said I was smart, says Robbie. So yes, Robbie's on his phone. Oh, miscue.
It's probably because he was disturbed by your text.
Mm-hmm.
Watch, he's going to look over here. Oh, look at him glare at you.
No.
Look, it turned her on. That's the first thing he did is look directly at you like, you bastard.
Well, I'm just glad that 9 ball didn't go on the break, and it really didn't make any difference to that rack.
Is that a string hanging out of his shirt? Oh, no, his leg.
Oh my god. This is a really awkward spot.
Yeah, he put himself there, too. That's the worst part. I think you can spin. I think if you go straight over by the 7 with a ton of left, you can hit that, too.
And the exact amount of left, because you could hit the 3-2, but
3, yeah.
even if you get through the window. But yeah, he's got a simple 1 rail kick shot.
4 ball dead on the side.
Would be simple.
He got a good hit. And not the worst leave he could have got.
Okay, and another interesting, tough decision here to be made.
2 straight into the 3, roll up on the 4, the cue ball the cue ball rolls up on the 4, 2 ball goes to the side.
I think he might be playing a kiss shot onto the 3-4 combination.
No. Safe all the way. Played different than I said, but still safe.
Oh, that's really good speed on the 2 ball, and that's turned into a very difficult shot for his opponent. Tarek's now had 2 real tough hits, not simple hits. And this one might be even tougher than the one he just played with the bridge. How on earth do you get to the other side of these balls? So much clutter down at the other end of the table. Is there a path anywhere? is he aiming at here? Oh, wow. Look at that. He basically said, you know what, I can't hit this 2-ball. Was hoping to tie stuff up, but that didn't work. I mean, he's okay, put the 8 in front of the 5. But that is 1 foul. Let's see if Robbie just, try and leaves these balls together. And you've got to make sure that the 4 and the 3 don't open up here. Yeah, hit that soft enough. Any harder on those that open up, and he had a shot. So Tarek's kind of back in a very similar position. It's a little bit easier now. I mean, it's not easy, but he's got a spin shot, which, on that line he's just shown you there with spin to come back. And don't hit too much spin, otherwise you clip the 9-ball. It's one of those you need a lot of spin, but it has to be the exact amount, because this shot can end up going either side. I said played a great shot here. Oh, he's been rewarded. He's got a ball that's gone in the pocket. And he's probably going to play a thin snick safety and try and get behind the 6, I think.
Well, the way you come in off of that 2, the 5 and the 8 are just as likely to be part of that safety.
Right, they're there to
as
help.
any
Yeah,
of them,
exactly. Down there. Get down there, and you've got a good chance. You've got to make sure you don't hit the 2-ball too thick and chip it down there. The 2-ball kind of has to stay up here. Oh, that way is good too. If he gets to a rail, he did not get to a rail.
Yikes.
And that is
Huge.
really an unforced error, isn't it? You should.
No.
I didn't mind his shot choice. I thought that was not bad at all. He was really trying to get behind the 9. If it hit it thicker, the 2-ball would have got to the rail, and the 9-ball cue ball would have slid past the 9.
If you guys haven't taken a second to go over and share this stream, we'd really appreciate it. And then make sure that you're subscribing, liking, all that kind of stuff. We appreciate you guys joining us. Nothing helps more than that thick finger hitting that button, though.
Or the thin finger. Use any one of your fingers. Just hit that button.
No. Thick, pudgy little fingers. That's what we need pushing buttons. It's not a great angle to be at.
No, but he likes
Draw
his
shot.
Yeah, exactly. He likes his draw shot. I don't think he's going to have. The real question is, after you come off the rail, what line do you take exactly? And are you trying to slide past the 6?
I think you're
Or
shooting the
even-
6 in the same pocket.
Okay, hit it soft, and go for the same pocket. Yeah, it does go that way. Or does it?
He's lining up the 5-9.
Oh, come on now. Really? Because he thinks there's a way to play this as a 2-way shot, maybe. He's following, so I don't think he is. He's not trying to stay behind the 8 balls.
Just going to make the 9. That's his plan.
Why not make the 5 instead? Because it just seemed easier.
Well, that could have came out way worse than it did, for sure.
Well, he's given Tarek lots of options here, though.
Yeah, I still don't agree with what he shot, but it's going to be a safety behind the 6.
Bank shot, kiss the 6. Safety behind the 6, okay. The only problem with that, as opposed to going for it, is you now give Robbie a chance to get a good hit. Maybe make it in the side, maybe get lucky and get safe.
This is tough because you can't really bank straight at this. You either go short and spin it or go long and spin it.
And he just gets up there. He doesn't use any kind of system. He hit it good. That's a shame. That shot, I guess, was always there to, if you hit it like that. Unlucky, maybe. Advantage, Tarek. And Tarek now has a chance to draw level. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, 15-15 was the last time it was level. Yeah. A lot of players look at that shot that he just played there. It's quite risky, but he's showing that he's got really good control of his cue ball. To draw past the side pocket like that and not be afraid of going into it. Instinctive player. That's lovely, isn't it? That's a good way to play that. Smart way.
Thanks, Larry. Appreciate the share and the like. At least somebody listened.
Preston out there saying, way to go, MH. Don't know why, but thanks. Way to go, Preston. So last break didn't work quite so well. This time, corner ball back in the pocket. He got kicked into the... Oh, wow. Look at where that cue ball is.
It's going to be tough to get out of there alive.
Managed not to scratch, but it might be the same. Well, he can play a push, of course. So, much better than scratching. And yeah, you play a break like that where the cue ball sort of pops up table anyway, generally, but it's surrounded by a whole bunch of other balls also going the same way. There's a tendency for that. Nudge it in the corner, but where do you push? That's the question. You don't want to leave him some kind of easy bank shot. So what's he thinking here? He doesn't want to leave a full shot on the one ball. So I think what he was indicating that he was at least considering there is trying to get the cue ball all the way to the other opposite corner of the table and maybe have the 8 ball just cut out half of the one ball. But he's looking at other options here. There's no way he's going to try and kick at this and get a hit on the one. Got to call a push. Well, he has just left Robbie a bank shot. Or did he deliberately stop short of that? Is that a double kiss? No, I don't think so.
Looks like a cut in the corner to me.
Yeah, could be that too. I think they're both good. Only Robbie can tell if that's a good looking bank shot or not. Or a safety. Well, and again, that's always the problem with playing safe, is you still give your opponent a chance. And Tarek has played some really good kick shots that turned into safeties. And there's a lot of balls down table. So if he gets a good solid hit on this one ball, he does stand a fair chance of leaving Robbie in a snooker at that speed.
We're straight in.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm going to give Preston the same. Average viewers for a great match.
Good commentary for a great match, says Preston.
I said average viewers for a great match.
What do you mean by that? I don't get it.
Why didn't we get great commentary for a great match?
Good. Oh, good.
Yeah,
oh,
right,
you're
yeah,
taking
yeah.
upset because someone said you're good. It's better than calling you bad, isn't it?
That's true.
I think good. I take good as a compliment and say thank you very much.
It's teasing anyways. Oh, look out.
This commentary is relatively good. If you deserved more, maybe you'd get more.
That's right. Agreed. What are you doing here? Did we take another break? Player break.
Well, but we can all visualize this sweet little draw shot that's going to whip the cue ball between the 5 and the rail.
Here comes Robbie back.
And his front.
Oh, here comes Tarek back. Here they come.
That was a very quick break. What did they get achieved in that
Looks
15
like
sec-
Tarek's
15-second break?
chewing some new gum.
There it is. Balls all open. Just needs to make sure he can get up table when he shoots the 4. Well, really. Not too much to do. I don't think you wanted to really be straight on this unless you like your power draw shots, which you've ascertained he does, so no problem. Pop this in, draw straight back. And you, well, it's easy to miss that. He's okay. Well, he's okay as long as he bears down and makes this 5, and as he banks across the table, he should be pretty nice on the 6 with a good wide range of positions that he can be in and still be okay. Unless you hit it too soft. Oh, he played safe. Interesting that, isn't it? He's turned down a lot of shots. But again, I'm going to say what I said last time he played it safe. And I know it worked out okay, but he has given Tarek an opportunity here. Tarek's looking at the 5 ball's off the rail, so I wouldn't really suggest going rail first and spinning it in, because that shot, which you try, it always seems to just slightly miss the pocket. But he is. Look at the spin he's putting on this. Trick shot, but that's exactly what usually happens on that shot, just because the 5 ball wasn't really
You have to
frozen
so
or close to
perfect.
frozen. Yeah, the 5 ball was off the rail. I've played that shot often, and it always seems to do that. And I thought Tarek was going to just play another 1-rail kick and stick. And conceding here that all he needs is a thin cut on the 6. It's not. And the 7's not exactly hanging, but it's super close. So as long as he doesn't get onto the wrong side of the table, he should be okay. Another attempted safety. I say attempted. That's the first one that didn't actually work. And one has to wonder, maybe he would have been better off just actually going for that.
Yeah, I'm surprised
That
he
6
didn't,
ball
kinda.
wasn't that difficult. It was thin, but it was close to the pocket. And he didn't really have to do much for position. So that's one that Robbie wishes he could have back. We should have that rule, though. I always tell people, you know, when I'm playing them, 1 mulligan.
Look out, this is where the momentum changes. Tarek's
Yeah.
about to take the first lead.
And that's
that
right.
he's
It's a
had
test of
since the
stamina.
very
And
beginning of the match.
what went wrong there? Maybe Robbie just didn't quite think his way through
oh
that
my
or
goodness,
feel it.
was that close?
21-21, tied
That
up.
ball wanted to hang up right there.
And he's stroking it sweetly.
22, first lead in a while for Tarek since the beginning.
Yeah, and Tarek hasn't let up ever since. I mean, he's been behind most of this match. He started out ahead and then went behind. And has spent a good chunk of it behind, and it didn't bother him, and he's just kept on coming. Awesome. And he's already shown us that he's got the break figured out. And because both players are breaking well and both players are playing fluently, it's not unforeseeable that one of them all of a sudden strings a few together and takes a big lead and gains a great advantage in this match. Who's it going to be? Or are they going to keep on just going backwards and forwards? And that's you know, there you go. That's
2's tough.
Robbie's playing a lot of safeties, isn't he?
Yeah,
what about the 1-9 combination here, which
I
has
don't mind it.
has an element of safety to it, especially if you can.
I don't mind it. I actually looked at it.
Yeah, and in fact, I was going to say if you can get behind the 8, but that makes the shot much difficult. So no, put the cue ball straight on this 1-9 combination, and then one ball will drift towards the 5 and quite possibly go safe.
I mean, I definitely
He's
like
not looking
safety,
at it.
especially if they're playing 3 fall. I would consider it quite a bit.
I thought he could have played that in a way that he had a free shot at the 1-9 combination.
Maybe they're a little too tight together.
Well, yeah, well, it might have been too close to the rail. But it doesn't look like he's got a very good position here. Okay, so he's going to basically use the 4 to stop the 2 right there, send the cue ball up table, but that's not really. Okay,
Yeah,
that
that's
was
a
good.
great shot.
That was very good, yeah. Brilliant, in fact.
Yeah.
And the fact that the 2 ball drifted down like that made it safer than what I thought it was.
That's a great shot.
Even if you don't get behind the 8, and he almost got froze behind the 8, but unfortunately he didn't. But he has stopped Tarek actually making this ball, but
I think it's a little bit to Robbie's advantage that he knew this match was going to be close. That he wasn't thinking the whole time he was just going to run away with it.
yeah, he was
You know what I mean?
expecting it right. Then you don't have the right mindset
Yeah.
when you get to this point.
Right. So I think the idea that he knew it was going to be a battle until wow, what a hit!
Must have had to
Terrific,
jump over the edge of
actually.
the 8 ball,
And he made the ball.
and he hit it straight.
Wow.
And that's another example of is why I'm not saying Robbie had a good out there, because he didn't, because the 2 ball was tough, but so it's really not applicable. But just because you play safe doesn't mean he's not going to get a good hit and make a ball. So what's the plan here? Safety behind 3. Delicate little stop shot. And use the 6 ball to stop the 2. Was he playing the ball? He was.
He was definitely trying to get it out.
It felt like the 4 ball
It's
might have
looking good on the
interfered, and so
3,
he
you know.
kind of had to spin a little bit, because I feel like he was going for that shot. Better make sure you're not fatiguing out, Robbie. It's a long race to 30. It's a test of stamina when you go into these really long races. It just doesn't happen by magic. You still have to think about every shot. And not approximately. You got to see it. See a real shot. You can start sort of guessing at it instead of seeing an exact shot. Now, in these long races to 30, Kendall decides to start watching YouTube videos.
Look at this shot. Holy cow. That'll play, huh?
Oh, I need a replay on that.
What? Kissed off. He's happy. He got a good roll there. Good look.
Oh, I see. Complete fluke.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, both players suffering from quite possibly the same fatigue. Can you stay focused? That's the amazing thing, isn't it? It's not enough to be good at playing lots of good shots. You got to play every shot. It's like my old joke. People say, "How are you playing?" I'm playing really great. 7 out of 8 shots. Combination. And now, taking a little moment longer on this one. Take a deep
Yeah, you
breath.
really want to make this.
Take-
This ties things up. 22-22 if you
Yeah.
can put it down. Otherwise, you're leaving a fairly open table here.
There you go. Line it up. Know what the shot is supposed to look like. Know where the cue ball's going, otherwise you didn't pick a real shot. There it is.
Center pocket. Shot.
Now Tarek has to stew for a little bit on his little miss there because he had a chance to be in the lead. Oh, he is in the lead. He was in the lead. As Robbie hasn't scored that yet, right? So what is it, 22 now?
22 each.
It's
yeah.
tied up again. Okay.
Race to 8.
Who would have guessed anything else? I just think either one of these, and I can't tell you which one, as long as they're not too fatigued. It's like I think you got to play quick because you just can't hold on for a longer drawn out. But I think either one of these players might all of a sudden run a few in a row because we haven't seen any real strings of runs.
Not for a while.
But we're getting good breaks, so you kind of expect it.
It's
Either
a
one.
good looking table here.
Either one
2
of
to the
these
side,
players.
3 to the corner, 4 or 5. 4 to the 5 is probably the toughest positioning you have. The rest of it looks pretty straightforward, really. Yeah, anywhere over there is perfectly fine because of where the 4 is. And a lot of options for that 3.
You said just roll forward gently and just accept it.
Yeah, except that cut.
Yeah,
to the
true.
right.
You don't have to do anything as long as you don't hook yourself. Yeah.
Well, it's mainly, well, unless he didn't, but unless you leave yourself dead tight on the rail, which I
Yeah.
thought he was about to.
And so if you're going to play that shot, that's pretty much as good as it gets with that shot choice.
Yeah, because here you can play any direction. You can play up to the end rail
Yeah.
if you really want to, but more
And
than
the
likely.
problem here is Robbie
This.
really wants to draw it because he likes draws, but what if it's just a little bit too much angle on that? Yeah, he's digging down. Draw shot puts you
Yeah,
somehow on the 5 and the 6 instead.
Yeah, it's
And you
gonna
can miss
hold.
this shot. And he played it great.
Perfect.
So he's still sharp.
And he's got really good angle here to just draw straight over across the side rail.
Does he?
Yes, he's going to just miss the 7.
What?
Well, maybe he's back.
I think he's on the wrong, ever so slightly
Yeah,
on
you
the
might
on the
be.
wrong side of straight, but
You may be right, yeah.
yeah, and that's why he's considering the combination. Which, unless you had to, you definitely wouldn't. If you could get on the 5, you'd play for the 5. He's drawing, so just a little done down. There you go. That's as good as you can get on that combination. Now, where's the 5 ball going to be after this shot? Pop down to the bottom rail with speed to bounce back off, and then where's the cue ball in relation? Perfect.
Nice shot.
Well, I say perfect.
2 straight, yeah.
That's not bad. At least he's not totally straight.
Pretty straight. I mean, I'm not saying he can't get out, but this is an easy one to force off the point there.
Yeah, just got to focus hard on.
Oh, he hit that nice, actually. I liked the stroke
Nicely.
there.
I can hear my mum if I said that correcting me.
Nicely.
Hit that noise. Bloody Americans. Okay. Ruining the language. No, sorry, she wouldn't say that.
Love this view right over Robbie's shoulder like this. Good view. Nice shot.
Well struck. Robbie still got his head in the match.
23. Now Robbie on a little bit of a run again.
So, yeah, Tarek did have the lead, didn't he? Briefly there.
Yeah, he led 22-21.
Now, let's see if Robbie can still break as good as he was.
He's been missing. There it went again.
One
now.
in the side. Did the corner
Yeah,
ball go
look at that.
into? Well, that's all that unlucky.
Yeah, it just stuck there too. I mean, it was just not very friendly to him when it came off. He's definitely going to be pushing.
Yeah. Where to? I mean, you could just go down to the bottom rail. You've just got to make sure you don't leave him some easy safety where you can get behind the 4 ball.
That's smart. Move the 3 to the other rail on top of.
Just to put more. Yeah,
everything.
right. Otherwise, all you have to do is just make the 2 ball any which way. But he didn't really even have to leave Tarek a makeable shot on the 2, but he has left Tarek a makeable shot on the 2. It's a tempting one, though, isn't it? It's like alluring you. Do you want to shoot this or not? And if you end up missing it,
well, especially
it can really deflate
point
you.
in the match, you know. This
Not
is
an
a
easy
point
shot.
where one wrong play.
Yeah. And from there, in that angle, another contributing factor, it's not easy to play a safety shot behind the 4. So that might have been a contributing factor to Robbie's choice to leave an actual makeable shot here. Yeah, there it is. He may have been playing safe, actually. I don't know for sure. That may not have been a shot at the pocket.
I like the safe here, honestly. I think you send the cue ball down into the corner by the 4 here.
But really, that shot that Tarek played, if he did let the Q2 ball go into the pocket, and he was going down for position on the 3 if that had been the shot.
Playing the 2 that way.
And it's funny, at the beginning of this match, both players were shooting at everything and showing
Really
how
good
confident
shot.
they were, and both players now have slightly changing their decision-making and erring on safeties instead. We started out aggressive, showing they weren't afraid to shoot at anything. Now they're both being a little bit more cautious. They just don't want to blow it now that they've got this far. Don't want to leave your opponent easy shots because they know that their opponent, and I'm talking about both players here, they know that their opponent is capable of catching a gear.
I think Robbie's going to like this shot. I think
Yes.
this comes around perfectly.
Yeah, unless you get some kind of unlucky kiss somewhere and end up hooking yourself. But yeah, focus on driving this ball in nice with a clean follow shot. Sorry, nicely. Sorry, Mum.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, he's going to end up scratching too. That's a little painful.
I remember when we were kids, it was at Christmas, and I don't know, we were all home, and my sister Leo was talking about something or other, and she said, "Oh, it's so shit." And my mum says, "Leonor, it's such shit."
All right, this is the shot. Tarek has to get up in between that 5 and 6, positioning himself for the 3 to get back out for the 4. So
And you can see Robbie's
look out.
frustrated. Oh, another little. Did he survive that?
Yeah, no, he did not.
I can't tell from there.
I'm pretty sure he did not.
Oh, no, he definitely did not.
3 off the 9.
I mean,
maybe.
he survived because he's still at the table, but
3 off the 9 in the corner.
yep, and hit it hard enough that the 9 ball can go somewhere too, just in case. It's his 9 ball after all.
Well, it's nice here because you can draw to the rail and pop back out for the 4, so make the ball and you're sitting okay yet. Not easy, but at least it's a shot that you have.
Yeah. And my suggestion of hitting it hard and trying to make the 9 also at the same time as making the 3 is not the smart way. And actually, of course, you've got to think if you make the 3, you want to be on the 4, and if you you really can't play any kind of two-way safety shot here.
I think it works out because you want to hit this low right anyways. And he did. He came out good.
Well,
Look at this.
there you go. Hit it hard enough to get lucky. That's why we play shots harder in 9 ball than you do 10 ball.
That's where I got to have the camera focused on Robbie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was frustrated when he missed that shot on the 2 ball. Oh, another little slip. These players started out playing really, really accurately. And is it just the attrition? It's like us in the comedy box. We're probably blabbing away like crazy idiots by now.
By now, we've been doing that the whole time. What are you talking?
How about 2 bank shots in a row? Into each of the side pockets. No, he's going to try and play this bank shot on the 5 and follow forward and get proper position on the 6. Which for me does sort of make the 5 ball tougher. I don't know why it should, but it feels like it does. Oh, barely hit that 5 ball. Which tells us I think he was trying to cut that ball into the pocket. That's a good shot, Robbie. Who can stay mentally clear through a long match?
I'd show you Robbie's reaction if he could stop stuffing his face long enough for me to show
Oh,
him.
yeah? Oh, go on. It's the drama. Can you focus into that bead of sweat just dripping down his forehead?
I'm trying, but
Where's
the food's getting
Where's the production value? Oh,
Uh-oh.
dearie me.
Well, that's not going to be good.
Yeah, and that's, to me, I feel like, sometimes you just, if you play a long time and you can just let yourself go a little bit cloudy in your thinking. You're playing quick and start shooting it without really 100% seeing a real image of the shot before you shoot it. And you're playing approximately. So who can fight through that and stay there, stay focused?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Both these players are capable of playing a really high-level game, but can you do that every shot?
Race to 30 is tough no matter what you do.
Yeah, I mean, we've played 45 racks already. That's a lot of racks. And we're not even, still got a good ways to go yet. I say we.
Well, especially if they tie. If they go hill, they're going to double it up and race to 10.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Yeah, so let's iterate that again to anybody who didn't hear you say that at the beginning of this match. But they've agreed that if it goes hill at 29-29,
stack it and rack it.
They're going to, double the money?
Double the money. Race to 10.
Which makes it a huge match at 1,200 each, 2,400 in the middle. And then a race to 10 instead of a race to 1. And at that point, how fatigued are you? Are you up for it? And that's the real test.
Corner ball one ball rattled.
And that's why anybody
wide
who doesn't
open rack.
Anyone who doesn't know or realize that pool is a real sport, a physical sport.
2 to the 3 is good. 4 and then 3 to the 5. 5 over to the 6. 6 is going to go where the 1 goes, unless he tries to break it out. He's got a good angle here to get down. He'll come down for the 5. wants to leave an angle or for the 3, but he's got to get off the 3 to get to the 5 to slide over and get around that 9 ball or past the 9 ball.
Wait, what? Shooting the 5 ball to get on the 6, you're saying?
Yeah, 6
Yeah.
down here in the.
Yeah. Right, the 6 has to have a pocket up table. The
And
same
he,
one.
I mean,
same
he
one
may
the
be able to
three's
get
going
it from about where he is there too. He might be able to cut that ball into the corner, run
Right.
into the 7.
And that
if he
might be, if
decided
you
to
could
come
get
there.
exactly where he is right now
Right.
after the next 2 shots. But that's tricky too. I mean, that draw shot or whatever it is on the 5. But I think where he just touched his cue. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that
It's
was my
simpler,
original
isn't it?
thought. Yeah,
It depends. If you could get really nicely on the 5, you might find that it seems easier to get on the 6 the other way.
Well,
And
boy,
all
you
that
gotta
thinking
make
ahead,
that,
and then you still got to get down and shoot the shot.
just about got a perfect slide over there off the 5 if he would have made that 3, especially if he would have cut it enough, he would have been
Yeah.
over another.
Now, Tarek has to do the same analysis that Robbie just did. And so, kind of get something nice on the 5 here, not straight.
It's going to be a good
That's
angle.
perfect, isn't it, to slide over? Is it?
Yeah, it's
The
pretty
overhead view
close.
looks too straight, but the other one doesn't. So,
Yeah, it's pretty close.
stun line goes right there, does it?
That's what he's saying.
It actually looks like the stun goes closer to the 6 than that,
A little too tight.
according to the overhead view. So you've got to let it turn just a hair to go slightly forward. It's always dangerous that you lose control of it, especially when you're hitting it softer like this.
Especially with the 9 right where it is.
Yeah,
Uh-oh,
and so he
uh-oh.
did let it turn, and it was dangerous. He still has a shot.
I'm alive!
That's right, and if he can stroke this nicely and make the 6, and the cue will follow as long as he doesn't.
Side pocket gets.
Yeah, I
in
was
play
just
here a
going to
little
say,
bit
as long
too,
as he
yeah.
doesn't, this doesn't sort of just naturally go into the side pocket.
You almost got to hold this with a little bit of right over to the rail, which is going to spin it up table around the 8.
I mean, you could
It's-
stun right across, pop this in, stun across, and then you're actually risking going into the other side pocket
I don't like
instead
that.
of follow.
I think just hold it.
And look at that, he's digging down.
Yeah, right.
He's got
Because
an
he's going to hit before the side pocket and have
his
it go forward.
Angle on the cue stick really makes this shot really exacting to make this ball. It's tough to
Right.
make it.
Screw it.
That's right. Yeah, I was wondering about that. If that was a possibility to dig down.
Well, this is definitely not a
think
rack
it's a
he wanted to give up. Here. I
Plain
mean,
ball stun right across.
25
speed.
here is it's a big deal if Robbie
Yeah.
gets these out.
Yeah,
It's not a dead giveaway yet, though. Just caught enough of that ball to get it to go down. Forward here just a little bit. Just tap it in.
and don't forget to make the ball.
Yeah, that's it.
There
He
we
did
go.
not. He hit that perfect.
As long as he's not completely on the 9 ball, yeah, he's okay.
No,
I mean,
he's
this is
right next to
this
it.
is a
perfect,
very-
yeah.
again, this is one of these ones that you read differently. The overhead view looks really, really thin into the really small angle to get into the side pocket. The other view looks easier.
And there she be.
And of course, the overhead view. And I know we've talked about this before, but the camera is one spot in the middle, which means for it to produce parallel image of the table being square and perpendicular, there has to be some kind of electronic manipulation of the image to make it look like that. And what that does is mean some of your straight lines aren't straight. And that has kind of confused us a little bit sometimes when looking at the overhead view.
9 ball, 6 ball.
Oh, he's looking good there. The Tarek fans out there, fingers crossed, biting their nails on the edge of their seats.
Well, yeah, 25. Now
Hoping.
we're getting serious here.
Right.
This is getting.
This is the moment where you really need to bear down and stay clear.
Oh.
And otherwise, you do things like that. Just because you got a wide open table doesn't mean it's a gimme.
I don't know if he can see the edge of this 2 ball or not. Even
Yeah,
if
he
he can,
can-
it's
yeah.
keep it out of the pocket.
You can definitely see the edge of the 2-ball, but you got to make sure you don't scratch. You may be able to cut this ball in right past the 9-ball. Yeah, and he hit it thin enough not to scratch, and I think that was the plan there.
He came out about as perfect as he could. He's
Yeah, I don't
definitely
think that
dead-
was a missed
dead
shot,
back.
although a lot of people would have looked at it and thought it was. So I think he was too dangerous to scratch, and so he had to hit it that thin. So what it looks like is when he hits the rail, right where his cue is crossing the rail,
He's just going to kick this.
he'd
He's
kick
gonna
it.
try
Yeah, you need left-hand spin, I think, otherwise you miss the 2.
Try and kick it down around the 3 here.
Yeah, and this could be a kick and stick. It's a chance to go
He's
safe.
going to roll forward to the 7. Yeah.
Roll forward into the 7 is what you said. How'd you know that? Don't the shadows look weird? Ghostly. Around the balls. You wouldn't think there'd be much of a shadow, seeing as how your lights are that perimeter lighting coming from all the edges of the table.
Yeah, it's about the consistency
You'd
of
think-
the shadow is what it is.
That's weird, isn't it? You'd think they'd just fill in and you wouldn't see any shadow.
They don't.
I guess
They're
it
not elongated.
has-
like
well,
they
yeah,
are on
just-
the other table.
has less intensity, yeah. So it has to be a little darker, but that makes them look a bit weird, doesn't it? I mean, they're less. So if you have the light in the middle, they're very dark, aren't they, the shadows?
All right,
But
this
even
is
his
the shot
cue.
right here. He's got to get up above. Oh my! I didn't think you could do that. That's a great shot.
He's on the 3-ball. Little nippy draw shot. He's not worried about the length.
This would be
Really?
Robbie's
Hey.
3rd 4-game lead if he can get out here.
It's interesting that he's for position on the 7 in the side, not the corner.
No, I like it.
It's more natural, isn't it? It's better, and of course this shot's easier
Well,
now.
and you don't have to let up. You can
Except he's
actually
on the
get-
wrong side of it. He just went
Yeah.
slightly too far. And you
This
traveled a
is
long
draw
distance.
shot Robbie here. He's just going to draw straight back, shoot
Right.
the 8 past the 9,
Yep.
and you're good to go.
Or give it a little bit more. If he's got more angle, he can go a little bit more if you can still draw it. And then shoot the 8 in the other corner pocket. And
Or he could just go right in the middle of the 2.
a stop shot to nowhere in particular.
This is okay. You just got to stroke this ball in. You come around 4 rails perfectly.
Or just bank it, stop shot.
Oh, no way. I would never bank this ball, not in a million years,
He is.
honestly. Yeah, I would never bank it.
Perfect when you shoot him like that.
Yeah,
You can't argue with that.
I just still would never bank it.
Played at a
Good
good
shot.
speed. Pocket was bigger that way.
26, 3rd 4-game lead in this set. Race to 30, 1,200 in the middle.
Tarek needs to dig deep here when he gets his next chance. And we haven't had any real long strings of racks, but if Tarek gets a chance, there's he's really not that far behind. He really isn't. If you're capable of running a few. Flip side, it's not his shot, and if Robbie gets a good break here, then Tarek may be well behind when he gets to the table, but Tarek's taking a little walk off. Looks like Robbie is going to wait for him.
Give Chris G a little camera time here. It's the other Chris G, not the OG Chris G.
Chris. What is his last name?
Galligan.
Oh, Galligan, yeah.
I just think of Gilligan because he's skinny.
What's Gilligan?
Gilligan's Island?
Oh, right. I've heard of it.
Yeah, you're not from here.
Not really, yeah. We did get a lot of American TV shows back home when I was a kid, but not all of them.
Yeah, that's because they were actually funny.
Some of them were. I remember
All right,
it was a
here comes
family.
Tarek back. Robbie's to break.
Remember, it was a family event. We'd all watch MASH. The MASH that we got on British television did not have canned laughter. And when I first came to America and saw MASH with the canned laughter, it kind of ruins it. It's like you're in a tent in the middle of wherever they are, and you make a joke, and there's an audience laughing at you.
All right, Robbie looking to push out here. Does so. Tarek is not going to give this back. I guarantee he's going to shoot this too or play safe.
Yeah.
He's not going to give Robbie another chance at the table.
What's the safe? Off to the side and get behind the 4 and the 9?
I think
To the side rail?
Yes. You could do it both ways, I think. You could play...
And when you play that, the 2 is probably going to go close to the corner pocket, and you might think, well, why don't I just shoot the 2 in the corner pocket? Because if you have a makeable shot...
Yeah, see,
why
that's
play safe?
that's the angle right there.
Right, okay, so yeah, he's not... Two was going to go close to the pocket, but he's not aiming at the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think it'll even be close.
Oh, yeah, that's the line that he picked, but actually...
Oh, boy, it leaked off the
need
backside.
to hit it just a little bit thicker. And in a way, that 2-ball did. Yeah, he cut that 2-ball just a little bit more than what he diagrammed.
That's more what he was looking to do, is get him over there behind those 2. But he might have left the edge there, too. Left that open.
Yeah, and he's got a nice, safe little cut into the middle pocket, which, if it hangs,
Yeah, right. He's behind
it's a safety.
Unless he squeaks out. If he hits that 7 just right.
Look, but he's putting left-hand spin on it, which means he's bending this ball. He does not have. Yep, now he's going for the jump cue. So the edge of the 4-ball is slightly in the way. He doesn't have that shot we described. And to jump this means you're hitting the 2-ball harder. And this is a more tougher shot. And he played it
nice
really,
shot.
really well. That was a great shot.
Beautiful.
Great jump shot, controlled. And he still has an option to play safe here behind the 7 and the 6 if he wants. Maybe. Or cut it in the same pocket. With the same... Oh, look at that. Pop it in. That shows, he's
not getting easier.
he's
for
still,
him 'cause
yeah,
his
but it
9's
shows
in
that
the way
he's
here now.
still here to play, and he's still playing aggressive. And he knows he's still got a chance to win this match.
This is tough because you
if he-
got to miss the 9, get past the side pocket, and then get 2 rails over. Unless he banks it. He's banking it.
Yeah, and he's done this several times in this match and showed that the bank's no problem. The bank was a problem.
I think you're going to see Robbie play another safe here. He's going to play over into the 7 ball.
It's not necessarily easy, though, is it? Are you talking about just leaving the 4
No,
by the
4
nine-
into
by the
the
9
9
ball?
Yeah. 4 by the 9.
and then
and
you
then
left
push.
Tarek a bank shot?
Yeah, right over
Unless you managed to get right behind, and
there. Oh, boy.
yeah, there's a lot of moving parts there, wasn't there?
Yeah, he needed to not hit the 6. If he would have ran straight into the 7 like he was trying, it would have been perfect.
Yeah, the one saving grace, though, for Robbie here is this angle on the 4-ball doesn't take you up for the 5.
Bank shot.
Unless you do something special. Yeah, and so
Cross bank.
he
with
probably
four.
is because he thinks he's where he told you the position that he wants to get into, which really requires great speed control. But that has to be the bank shot.
MH, do you know what MASH stands for?
Mobile Army Surgical Hospital.
Got it. Nailed it. I didn't even have to check with Patrick for that one.
Yeah, that was back in the days when a man wears his dress. It's supposed to get you out of the army.
Now that just puts you on the front line. Just kidding.
Let's change the subject, shall we?
Have you ever seen Eddie Izzard?
Oh yeah,
Eddie
I love Eddie Izzard.
hilarious, yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He was talking about the 1st Battalion of whatever he had cross-dressers. Or
I think didn't I suggest changing the subject minutes ago?
Oh, it's funny. I mean, he's a cross-dresser and he can make fun of it. Why can't I?
Because you're not.
How do you know?
Well,
Just kidding. Maybe. All right, so yeah, just nice and easy here. Leave yourself the safety on the 5. Oh, did he play it? He did, yep. So safety
'cause he
coming on
thinks
the
he's
5.
got a good safety shot here, and as long as you can hit the 5 ball full here, it's possible.
Yeah.
Still takes a really good shot, this, but it is possible
I
to
don't
get.
think I'd even try and get behind the 8. I'd just
Oh.
send it up to the side drill a little bit.
Well, as long as it's in the middle of the bottom rail, he doesn't have a. Well, he's got chance. He's got things. He's got shots. I don't really know what Robbie's shot was there. Was it exactly what he played? Maybe. Yeah, because you don't want to try that shot and then put the 5 ball in front of the corner pocket instead of the middle of the rail. And he's coming off the right edge. Thin.
He's going to do the same shot Robbie was
Yeah.
gonna- Oh, no, he didn't.
And because
Oh,
of the
that's a
6 and the
better shot,
7.
yeah.
Yeah, nice shot. So Robbie's was a strange choice there, really, because it was difficult. The 5 ball was difficult. And making the 4 put it on him.
Be tough not to just roll the 6 over by the 7. It's a good shot.
Yeah.
Well,
And that worked out okay. Robbie was in a tough spot there, and so he's got a good result.
and the fact that he pushed the 6 and the 7 kind of funny again because the 6 went by it before.
And that's what makes pool so interesting. There's all of a sudden you find yourself in these weird little complex situations which you've got lots of things that you can attempt and you don't see anything clearly that's really good. You still got to make some kind of decision and shoot some kind of shot, and you don't want to be forced into shooting some kind of shot just because you can't think of a good one and guess at it. I mean, good players don't do that. So what are you going to shoot? We're going to find out. I think he was going at the bank shot there. Sometimes you just have to shoot at it. It did not work out.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy with this.
Yeah,
I think
'cause this
Robbie's
gives
going to work
Robbie
this
too
one
much.
out. Yeah.
Too much control. Oh my goodness me. Robbie's playing safe.
No, he isn't. He's
Yes, he
playing the
is.
5 on the side. Oh my goodness, he did play safe.
Look at that. He played it great.
It was a good shot.
Who would have played that? So Tarek's got a good chance. I mean, he's definitely favourite to hit the ball. He knows that the 8 ball has a chance to go in. Ugh, did not. That's the worst thing, because even if you did sort of hit the 5, as long as you left it sort of awkward, it's going to be difficult to get on the 6. But with ball in hand. Now look what he just lined up there. That was another.
Safety.
Yeah, another safety. If you can get straight on the shot where you shoot the 6 to catch the edge of the 8 and push it back to the rail. But yeah, that's better.
What a great shot that was.
That's probably exactly what he played there because it just gives you better chances. You can still try and play some kind of safe, even if the position doesn't come out good. But
You see a power shot here a little bit.
lovely. Yeah, he wanted a little bit more. No, he's absolutely fine. Ideally, a little bit more a little bit straighter would have been good. But he's okay.
No, he's not.
Oh dearie me. You know, he hit that thick, didn't he? And the cue ball still was going away from his ideal line. So it's, I don't know, if trying to hold the cue ball there just causes you to hit it thick.
Well, so
Lures you into it.
a little bit of a breath here
Yep.
for Tarek as Tarek.
Yeah, Tarek needed that. They've both given away a few opportunities where they both have had chances to really punish the other guy for his mistakes. And there's been a bit of giving it back again.
Well, it just does show how evenly matched these guys are.
Even
I
this
mean,
shot here, you got to
truthfully,
focus on this shot.
you got to be careful
You
not
can't
to throw, especially
Let
with
yourself
wet.
miss this one. No problem. Strikes it in with authority. He's still here. Tarek is still here. And like I was saying, breaking, and if you're breaking well, and you're playing good, you know, he's not that far behind.
Yeah, he's had the chance a couple of times now to take it to that five games, and he's missed that opportunity both times. Or yeah,
Cue
two
ball
times.
stopped absolutely dead. It's like he hit that perfect, although dry.
Barry Chapman says, Kendall, this kid reminds me of a young Nathan Angel. Yeah, I agree with that. Out of Green Bay.
Barry, did I ever tell you that you remind me of an orange popsicle?
Jeez.
Berry flavored. Okay,
Orange,
no.
orange berry foot. What?
Like I said earlier, blabbing away like idiots. That's what we are. I think we should mic up the players and just have them do their own commentary.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
Wouldn't that be good? I'm just going to hit this with a little bit of spin, and I'm going to try and get down there. Where's that shot going, Robbie? Did he really play for this awkward 4-5 combination?
Oh, safety.
No, safety. Stop. Straight through the gap. It's not that bad. Yeah, he put the 4-ball close to the corner pocket. Oh, I suppose jump cues are allowed, and actually that means this is really now Tarek's favourite, I think, to make this shot.
I don't know.
I think Robbie needed to probably was planning on rolling close. Look at that. Perfect.
Beauty.
What a great shot. I'm sure Robbie was trying to roll forward and freeze up on that ball, but he gave him too much runway to take off on. And he's still stroking the cue straight and hitting the ball well. Oh, oof. Could have been a turning moment. If he makes this 9, big difference. And if he'd scratched there, it's like it seems more important at the end of the match. Of course, every game is worth the same, but But stay strong. I know both players have shots I'm sure they regret, but you don't want to be thinking about that or letting that change the way you feel about this, because both players are still in this match. Robbie's got the lead, but Tarek's got the break. Last break he hit kind of really well and solid, but it was dry. And this time the 5-ball just flies straight in. Ball's wide open.
It was starting an awful lot of times with a little bit tougher shot on this one ball. He's got the one in the side, or he could cross bank it. I think he should play the one in the side, personally.
Yeah, I don't really like either of those, actually, but yeah. Oh, off the 3. Yeah, that's not bad, is it? Except you might tie the 3-ball up.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, if you hit this right, it shouldn't tie up. But
I don't know about the crossbank. I don't even know if that's doable. Or if the cue ball gets out of the way.
cross bank, yeah. I don't know.
But it looks like he prefers off the 3 rather than straight in. And, of course, you have to make a decision because there is a miss right in between those two. It's not like a huge pocket or anything. There's a hole in the middle of it. So, and then even after that, yeah, so the cut off the 3 gives him more angle on the one, which means the cue ball's got more speed. And there was
Hit
that
the
hole
middle,
in between the 2 shots.
Safety. Robbie will be picking up his jump cue here. Ray from nowhere, from the break room at Oneida. Are you killing people tonight, Ray, or?
Break room sounds like a pool hall, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it's not. He's just taking a break at work.
Robbie deciding kicking's the better way to go here. And came out smelling like a rose.
Oh, wow. Yeah. For those 2 balls to end up without a shot on something. Was fortunate. But the rolls have gone both ways. I've seen several misses with lucky safeties. And now you've got to think your way through this one too, because you don't want to be leaving the 1 ball over the corner pocket and without 100% guaranteeing that somehow you do get a snooker down table. Is there a different way to play it? Can you zigzag your way down and end up underneath the 9 and the 4? And negotiating the kiss and how the 1 ball comes off the 2. Really need to control this. The cue ball has to go safe. Okay, yes. Pops, he thought it was safe for too many moving parts, playing a more firm shot, but I don't think he's very happy with that result. I think there's a spin shot where you catch the rail just before the 1. Or there's even a kick shot off the side rail. Oh, no, it's not. Is it? It doesn't go. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's hit well. Tarek wasting no time looking at the kick around the other way.
And the 1-2 combination doesn't really go anywhere.
This is very tough.
Yeah, how do you... I mean, there is a
trying to kick it around
is this,
the 2.
Yeah, very soft. This is
tough.
Most likely to go wrong, is how I feel. It just gets a weird little kiss and you leave him. He actually played that really well.
Great shot.
And he managed not to leave him a shot. So it's a well-played shot. I think that's a very difficult
draw
shot.
Back behind the 2. So
I think you can play that shot.
First draw straight back behind the... Oh, wow. What did he try and do? Did he try and make that ball?
All right, folks. So here, Tarek has a good chance here to close the gap.
Uh-oh. Went a bit far there. Take a second to thank everybody for joining us here. We are on the open stream. This typically will be run on the Mad Apple Extreme.
Tarek likes his bank shots.
He's not gonna
Yeah, and he played that smartly. He knew at that speed there was a chance to get behind the 6.
I
And
think Robbie's going to kick this in, to be honest with you.
really, yeah, that's what he's going for.
Off the second rail, so he's going off 2 rails and in.
Well, it doesn't really go in off 2 rails there, does it?
Well, it's easier off 2. It's a good hit. Tarek's still got a very easy cut here to the back.
Yep.
Run into the 7, maybe. It's going to be close. He may miss the edge of the 7.
And if he does hit the 7, he's okay as long as he's not hooked behind it. And my apologies go out to Barry Chapman for that tasteless joke about the orange pop screen. He's been very sporting about it. Let that one slip away.
Yeah, I think he left that pretty open for Robbie here.
Yeah, he could have got within 1 game of Robbie, but a 2-game lead. The closer we get to the end, the more. Okay, survived that. Look at the determination on his face. Oh, got a funny little roll as it went across the spot. Oh my goodness.
God.
That is just what Tarek needed.
Yeah, that's a huge game right
he's
there.
forgiven.
27.
He's forgiven
Now he's
for
only
his little
down by
clip.
1 again.
Yep. You got to stay focused. Very tough, isn't it?
Well, that's the idea behind these long races like this, too, is the endurance, this focus that you need.
Yeah, in a situation like that where it's sort of like it's easy, you can start thinking ahead to the next rack. No, you can't.
What did you say? What's going on there? I got some duplex stuff going on.
What did you call me?
I'm sorry.
There's Miss Jill, best waitress in the house. I'll play this for her later, so she heard me say that. No, just kidding.
David, we just replaced that spot even. It's a brand new spot. Dave said Robbie should blame me. I agree. Well, does he pull out the jump cue? He's been fairly consistent getting over the ball for
Yeah.
sure.
That's another good break, isn't it?
He's going to push out here.
Well, that's interesting, isn't
Yeah,
it?
he's
'Cause
going to leave him the shot.
he obviously
too.
has to hook him. So he's
No,
he,
he wants to leave him the shot.
he's leaving him a
Oh,
jump
it's
shot.
jump.
Yeah. Has to.
I thought he was leaving him exactly what he did, which is the shot, I think.
Which is a jump shot, right? It's actually a long distance to the 6, which means is one of these shots where the challenge is getting the cue ball to stop bouncing before it gets there. And Robbie said go for it. They both jump well. Now, was that jump shot easier or harder than the previous one before he pushed? That he had an option to shoot at instead of pushing. That's a good shot. Make sure he doesn't sort of lose the cue ball here. And
Well, he's got to be careful because
while-
he's been given a couple away here. So
yeah, and it's easy if you do play this super soft, as soft as you can, sort of kind of miss the 2 ball. Super soft as you can.
oh my
Too soft.
God, no railing.
Look at that. Oh, that's unbelievable. Put the ball that deep and get no rail. Kind of wobbled and just sort of stopped right there, didn't it?
I don't know what it is with diamonds because we do an excellent job cleaning that edge, and they still seem to do that, no matter what. And I've been on a lot of diamond tables that do it.
And that shot that Robbie shot, that's exactly what I was thinking. You know, he didn't want to hit it any harder because the cue ball's going away from where you want it to be. If he hit it too hard, he might have hooked himself behind the 6. And so he hit it as soft as he can, and it's just fraught with danger. And Robbie, if Tarek gets out here, Robbie realizes he had 2 little errors in the last 2 racks.
Oh, to tie it up. I mean,
To tie it up
go
instead of
26, 26
yeah. Otherwise, being 20, yeah.
would have been 27, 24 when he missed that other run.
But even at tied up, he's still not losing, and he needs to remember that. Well, I do hope now. I was kidding about trying to, wanting it to be over quickly. And obviously, I am rooting now.
Now you want the race to
well,
change.
yeah. I mean, I've not seen that before, and it would be a massive test of stamina
Well, it's already
and
late.
focus. Yeah, whatever. I'll just have to come into work late tomorrow.
Yeah.
We are tied up.
26-26. What a match. Get out there and share. It's just about to get exciting because I think they're going to go 29-29.
Yeah, and if it
And I
goes
think we're gonna see
29-29, we're going to...
Stack it and rack it.
I guess that's what you call it. I don't really know what that means, but I
Stack
do know
the
what it
bet.
means. Oh, double the bet and
Rack the balls.
and play a, oh yeah, and
let's
play
go.
a race to 10 instead of one rack.
Well, one rack for double would be crazy. Oh boy, that's a big scratch.
Yeah.
Huge scratch if that 9 lines up. No. Even still. But Robbie's had a couple of racks now where he's had the opportunity to pull off that 26 mark, and he still hasn't done it. Princess, what's going on? Lisa Heckman joining us. Tarek is a very young player, and he is out of the Madison area. So he played a lot at the ballroom, but now Mike doesn't run any tournaments that he qualifies to play in because he's over 600. So. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh,
He's
boy.
right. That's actually really good to be on that side there. So he can, as long as he can somehow not bring the 9 ball into play in this shot, he can get nicely on the 5 in the side.
Yeah, I think you get too tight.
Kind of a bit of a spin shot, isn't it?
Well, and
swing
you're
around.
crossing the path of the 5, so I'd almost try and keep up short for the corner pocket.
Well, with a lot of spin, yeah, it goes 2 rails. Oh, no, he went that way. Yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
that shot, like you correctly said, is crossing the line of the shot. I thought he could hit that a lot thicker and with a lot more spin and go on the other side of the 9 and
Should be able to just push into
catch
the 8
another
here.
rail.
And
But
stay
yeah, a little
there.
bump. That's all you need. A little bump. Little tip tap.
Shot. Still tricky.
Draw.
Do you go
Ra-
around the 8?
I think so, yeah. Go between the 8 and the rail. Because he likes his draw shots and he did this earlier. There you go.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're so focused on getting through the window. Don't forget to... Yeah, that's right. He got through that window nicely and then realized, oh, yeah, there's more to this shot than just that. But I think he can go super thin off and just send the cue ball down to the bottom rail and leave the 7 ball as close to where it is as he can. Oh, wow, it's going that way.
That's a good shot.
Oh, wow.
That's brilliant.
That only works if you can really play good speed control, and he couldn't have done that any better unless he somehow ended up with some
No.
kind of throw shot. And if
No, this is going to be tough on Tarek, too, trying to figure out how to get Robbie safe off of this.
Okay, just pointed to a lovely spot down behind the 9 ball.
What are you doing there? Oh. All of a sudden, it sounded like you were in a closet somewhere.
Can you hear me now? Yeah, I'm in the closet right here at the Mad Apple. Okay, Z-banking across the table to get the cue ball to that nice little spot that he just pointed to behind the 9 ball. Whilst hitting the 7 ball so thin it doesn't really go anywhere. Let's see how well he hits this shot. Hit the 7 too thick. Just a fraction thicker than what he wanted, and all of a sudden he's just opened up and given a shot. I didn't mind his shot choice. That's a big rack at tied up, not hill, tied up.
Yeah, huge rack, really. 27.
And Robbie's not going to miss this 9.
Robbie would like to take his 4-game lead again, quick.
Yeah. He's not going to miss this 9 ball. Well, Tarek's done well to actually come back. With a few rack lead, it means in the last, fraction of the match, as it were, Tarek has been winning more. And that little safety exchange there, telling, and so Tarek's taken another little walk outside to take a little breath of fresh air and a little chit-chat with himself, probably, I don't know. Or maybe slow Robbie down Don't know.
Yeah, I mean, any of those things.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that in any way other than you're entitled to go out and have a little breath of air.
Mike Lemire wearing glasses lately.
I know. I think they actually look quite good. Makes them look studious, doesn't it?
Got some casual play going on now.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him in glasses before. Either.
Tournament wrapping up.
And if he's new to glasses, how does that affect your pool vision, as it were?
A lot.
Well, Tarek is back. Robbie's on his way back too. Both players, of course, gentlemen and scholars. Lovely, both lovely, friendly, nice people too. But you got to be a little bit tough. And stay focused in moments like this. He survived a little cue ball right in front of the side pocket. Contact with another ball. But did not give him a problem.
Thanks, Lisa. We definitely appreciate that. Lisa just said she appreciates all of the streaming out there, but your stream has set the standard so high that some of the others are just painful to watch.
Gee.
Greatly appreciated. Not so much that the other ones are painful to watch, but that you enjoy ours.
Okay, key shot here. Speed control. Get nicely on this three ball. That looks good.
But it's looking really
Ball ball's a little bit
nice.
funny here because he's not straight up on the three really to stay straight for the corner pocket, which means he's got to find some way to get position on the four in the
I think
side.
you play off the four and push the four up towards the corner and come out for it, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, I wish I had the replay on that. Oh my goodness. That is.
I don't know if that's not a bad,
huge
not a necessarily. I mean, that shot is there
He
off
did
the
not
off
play
the
that
point.
well.
No, I suppose he was going, which means if he was going for the pocket, he wasn't even going off the
Yes.
four at all.
Yeah.
But
But
he
that's
wouldn't.
the way I would have
No,
played
but
it.
where
It
the
was
cue
a
ball was,
straight
he
up.
wouldn't have had position on the four. So it almost means he had to have come off the four. I'm not sure.
We'll find
That
out.
it is possible to play that shot the way he played it, as he clearly
This is
demonstrated.
tough. I mean, this.
Yeah.
You better cut
think
this
he's all
pretty
right.
good. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
got
make
a
the
good angle
six
to come around.
with the right speed, and then you're good.
Oh.
Hold on. Yep. All right. So it's not a gimme yet.
Yeah, I think you still just center ball, hit this, roll it in the hole.
Yeah,
and
this is another
bounce
one of these
back
that
up.
you're trying to hit it soft as you can, so the cue ball
Not
doesn't
even.
run
I
away.
think you can hit this pretty solid. Just like that, I think that's a good shot.
All right. And this is not a gimme either. Very makeable. And if you hit it 10 times, I bet he makes it most of them. But he's only going to get one chance at this one.
Oops.
Where's the
Look
cue ball
out.
going?
Look out. Look out.
Oh, my goodness. So focused
27.
So focused on stroking that cue ball in. And he has to spot the 9 ball and with ball in hand. Don't see that very often, do you?
Twice this match. Well, that was a huge,
Yep.
huge wreck.
Robbie refusing to take an advantage. Anybody's game.
27, 27.
Yeah, it's going to go 29-29.
4 more games, and we're going to have a race to 10 for 1,200 apiece in the middle. Make sure you guys share. Now it's getting really exciting.
I don't know how I predicted this game to be over by 9 o'clock.
Just trying to be nice, and I get flipped off. Unbelievable.
Good break from Tarek. A little bit unlucky that he doesn't have a clear shot on the 2-ball. And so, again, a little bit of thinking. And he's got to play something smart here.
It's makeable.
Spin, rail first.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely make it.
Catch the rail a fraction first and spin it in. Yeah, if you could reach it. Now, Robbie can reach almost anything. And Tarek's not short. Unless he stands next to Robbie.
Yeah. Everybody's short standing next to Robbie.
Nice to go safe, and this one turned out good. Really
How did he hit that?
controlled the cue ball well. Advantage, Tarek. Oh,
I did leave him enough to get at this kick at least.
he can get through
I
there.
don't know that he's got to spin this that much, but not on it, I guess. Well, he's going to get
2
it off the
rails.
second rail.
Oh, what a good result for him.
Tarek's got a little smile on his face for that
I
one.
think we can all agree that wasn't supposed to be 2 rails. What do I know? Did it bad enough that it was good?
Speaking of bad enough to make it good, how about
yeah,
that one?
so, yeah, ditto. Because
gonna
he's
bank
shown
it
us,
again,
he's shown us he's very good at banking. He's played a lot of good bank shots in this match.
This is one you think would look almost automatic to him
And
at this
now-
point.
What, this one? Into the
Yeah.
corner?
No, cross side. Crossover bank. He's playing safe, I
Yeah.
think.
And the safety's difficult. Well, he's trying to get right frozen behind the back of the 8-ball again.
Didn't do it.
Did he get it? I can't tell from
No.
here.
No.
His body language says no. What does Robbie say? Robbie says, yeah, he's got a shot at this. And the safety was tough there. And he did have shots.
That's a good shot around that 8.
Yeah,
like
really
that.
good.
Really hit
Big
that
shot.
perfect.
Big shot.
Huge, really. Good shot.
Well, that's good. Still got 2 shots left to make this rack count.
Yeah, this is unfortunately where Robbie's been failing is right
Oh.
near the end of the rack on a lot of these.
And this one, you know,
He's got to
you
finish.
could power it down and scratch in a bottom corner or something.
Oh,
End up on the
no.
wrong side or behind or not on the
he's
9, or
gonna
if you're
get a
lucky,
good roll.
just lovely. So we have seen several rolls of the dice in the last few racks. We're letting luck come into it a little bit more than it has to. The better you play, the less luck there is. And there's no doubt that the billiards gods have played a part in this match, but I don't think it's favoured one or the other. I think it's been fairly consistent or even randomly.
Hanging in front of the side pocket. He's going to be happy about that rack. Holy cow. Almost run into the table after you see that rack.
Does he have a clear shot at that?
Yeah, at the 1 for sure. It's getting back to the 4 that's going to leave him a little bit of a trouble. Because he's got to go around the 9. So
Yeah,
miss the 8, miss the 9.
yeah, that's
right
it.
there.
He's showing you
He's
right there.
showing
There's
you.
a window there. Well, of course, then you sort of still hit the 7.
Well, you got to hold it. So you got to hit this with right, which he is. Yeah, he hit that really good. Perfect
yeah,
shot.
that was really good, wasn't it? And it didn't
Yeah.
scratch.
Yeah, he hit that great.
And he's willing it to give him an angle, and he doesn't have an angle.
Yeah, right. It's pretty crummy, actually.
Yeah, it's ever so slightly on the wrong side
This
of
is-
straight. Draw shot doesn't work because that kind of.
Oh, it does, yeah. A lot of right. Draw the
I feel like you
heck out of this
you
with
can
right.
draw
and you're
straight
gonna
into the
come-
other corner pocket here and not
Uh-oh.
and stay up table.
Watch this spin right up to the 8 ball.
Digging deep.
What?
Yeah.
He barely hit that ball.
And he's lucky, really, because if he'd kept going, he would have hooked himself.
He likes the bank, I guess.
You know what I mean? He'd have hooked himself behind the 9 if he'd gone too much, but maybe that's why he didn't really go deep into it.
Safe.
And he's trying to put
Oof.
Tarek behind the 8. They've both been trying to sneak behind the 8 ball.
I don't think he's behind it.
He's got a nice bank shot. He doesn't mind a bank shot or two every now and again, does he?
Nope.
Yeah, and that's 2 missed bank shots in a row.
Well, to hang it.
Earlier in
that's
the match,
huge,
he was getting up and he put in a lot of bank shots and showed us he likes banking.
So you gotta. Oh my.
Inside spin,
Right,
he's
now
putting on.
Gonna hold this between the 8 and the 9. That's what he did. That's the angle I like here. I mean, this is right natural.
Yeah, to roll
Center ball, roll it in, off on rail.
Yeah.
Oh, oh my goodness!
How did that ball go? And why don't we have a replay?
Any idea how that ball
1,
went?
2. How many points did he hit before it fell in? And it really stopped.
Well, it did, yeah. It had to just been sitting on a fuzz, and that fuzz collapsed at the last second because
Harder,
I
it
can't
wouldn't have
believe
gone
that
in,
went.
and
Yeah.
softer, it wouldn't have gone in. And this is another one of these where you'd hate to miss this 9 ball. Nah, it looks easier from there.
Yeah, that last one he missed wasn't exactly tough. All right, Robbie to the hill. 29 games, 27 games.
Wow.
Race to 30. Tarek's got to get it going.
So
Robbie's
at a
hoping for
race
a
to
killer
1, I guess,
break.
to race to 3, all of a sudden, that is greatly in Robbie's favor, but anything can happen. If he breaks well, Tarek may not have, may be done shooting. The cue ball stops dead in the middle of the table.
Well, he's got a shot
But-
on the 1.
Just for fun, it's another tough, complex rack.
2-7 makes it tough. That's not going to work. And he broke it out for Tarek, so he's going to give Tarek an opportunity here. A lot of pressure at this point,
Oh,
though,
yeah.
for Tarek. You can't really make a mistake.
Yep, and he knows he's made a few, and that may be bubbling in the back of his head because he he might still be tied up or ahead at this point. If he could just take a couple of those shots back. I mean, that's true for both players, but this one right here requires good planning and good control. Where exactly does he want to leave the cue ball to get on this 2 ball? Which window? How is he getting in there? Is there a safer way to play it?
I think straight up and down, coming between the 8 and the 5. You know,
It's
you've got the biggest window right there.
Easy for this shot.
Trying to get over to the side pocket.
He's playing an inside spin.
Good shot.
He's got to get past the 8.
Did he get there? Oh, that was his biggest window by far. I think he's very close to
Yeah.
having it. It's really kind of hard to tell.
The overhead view says no.
And that doesn't help me.
Actually, that line he just pointed out indicates that he does have the shot. He snicked the 2 ball in, and
Oh, he does have this.
Yeah,
You look
he's
at
gonna,
this from the overhead.
and so
he's-
yeah, he showed us that he's trying to play the cue ball between off the rail and then between the 7 and the 8. That was the line that he just drew.
Well, and that's
And if
the
he manages to get through that gap, he'll be nice on the 4. Oh wow.
good shot.
Yeah, and that's good. That shows. It shows he's still in this.
Well, he hasn't quit yet. Yeah.
No, it's still not easy though, and he's. But that was good. I like that. The fact that he gave that extra speed to come off the rail, hit in with more authority. Drawing this, which tells me. Oh, he got a lot of zing on that. A lot of cue power, doesn't he? He didn't even hit that hard, and it zinged back. And still, just the angle he's got on this 5 gives you pause for thought. Because you can't just get down and pop this in. It might be another draw shot where he has to draw past the 7 off the rail. And look, he's digging down. He's close to the rail, but he still wants to draw this. Maybe just draw it a little bit, a few inches. It really
boy.
bounced. It jumped.
Well, that definitely kept it more interesting, I
Yeah.
would say.
Doesn't look like he has a good bank shot here. I think the 9's in the way. Be crazy to play the 7-9 combination off the bank. So this is probably a safety. Yeah,
Robbie
he's still
jumps
thinking.
from his chair.
Yeah, I mean he's happy to get back to the table, but Tarek played a good shot there. Because if Robbie's trying to play some kind of safety here, it's not simple. And he just sold out. Tarek's safety was good enough.
Chad Cox chiming in. You got this, Tarek. And let's see. John Kramer says rushing his shots. I think he was referring to Tarek. Backwards.
Yeah, he's okay.
Oh, he's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, he can just draw. Straight enough. Not completely straight, but straight enough. He is still in this match, and he's still planning on winning it. And he's breaking this rack. If he can get a good break, he can level up. Chance to level up. Pressure mounting on Robbie. But Robbie is, of course, on the hill. Which means technically he's still got the advantage here, of course. Tarek needs another good break. Controls the cue ball nicely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Got nothing.
Did make a ball, didn't he? And so
I think he can see the edge and possibly make the 3 if he wanted to get aggressive here. I doubt that he will, but
oh yeah, it's tough, isn't it? And if he can get the edge, I don't know how thick he can hit it. If he can,
get behind
if he's
the
super
3.
thin, he can't. This won't work. Yeah, is it possible to hit it thick enough? It doesn't look like it. He's thinking about a kick and stick. And the risky thing about that is, in order to do that, you have to hit the 1 ball pretty full. And guess what? The edge of the 3 ball is sticking out a bit.
Yeah, we talk about that all the time. Hardest games to win, the first and the last.
Yep.
Said that.
He's going to make a
Larry
good
Dasso
right.
just brought that up.
decision making and execution here are super critical. He'd rather, if there is some kind of shot here that he can play, it would be better than a push. But this kick and stick seems very dangerous because if you don't hit the 1 ball in the middle, it ain't going to stick and you're going to sell out. And it just seems so close to the edge of the 3. It feels like the 3's in the way. He got a great little shot, but, well,
Yeah, he left Robbie a shot, I think. The 7,
yeah, all the way down.
I think, goes also.
Yeah, I think it does.
So really, it's if he can go back and forth here on this shot,
Yeah.
get back for the 2.
Don't hook yourself on the 8. Make the 1.
Well,
Get lucky and get a good safety.
how's that?
Jump shot coming up. No real good kick shot here. No real good. If he can get a good hit here, this can end up
Full-length cue.
good for him. Oh, what a brilliant
How'd he
shot.
hit it?
What a great shot. Unbelievable.
Huge, yeah.
With a full length, yeah. I suppose because he didn't need a lot of angle on the cue. That really was an excellent shot. He's not out of the woods yet. Any mistake here, the pressure's really on Tarek, because any mistake here, or any little slip, or any little confusing little turn could be his last. But at the moment, he's still in control of this rack. He's got to do something with this 2-ball right now. Big shot here.
Well, I'll tell you, regardless of anything, nobody can say that this hasn't been an exciting match.
Yeah.
It's been back and forth the entire time.
And they're both playing well, and I bet
Yeah.
you both of them will tell you that they weren't playing well, and I'm sure they have played both better, but they are playing well. And this shot right here, you really got to make a good decision here. It's not clear what the best shot is here. I mean, 2-ball is cuttable, but you don't end up on the 3. I mean, it seems that he could just use the 3 and
Is he just
roll
looking to
forward
roll this forward and leave
yeah. Is that shot not on? I don't know. It's tough because you don't want to leave the 2-ball too close to the 3, because then he's just going to have an easy way. Looks like he's going thin and trying to get down table. He's going to go. Oh, okay.
Tark had the lead one time, David.
Twice.
Twice, actually. Right in the beginning and then just at 23. It's 23-22. I think was the other lead that he had.
He played a good shot there. He got unlucky that he didn't completely hook him, and
Oh, no.
now Robbie is not taking as much time to think about that shot.
He's got to
As
come
Tarek took
straight
over the
back
previous
down
one.
here. He's going to try and draw this just slightly back, come between the 6 and the 8 down to the end rail.
And of course, if Tarek wins this rack, we are going into sudden death and an extra race to 10. What a fantastic test that will be. At least what Robbie's got in his favor is he actually is not going to lose the match right here,
Yeah, can't do
because he's
lose.
already guaranteed that he's at least going to get to that. He'd love to win this rack and just make this the last rack, but and this rack is definitely not over yet.
This shot right here is going to be
Yeah,
a big
look how
part
tight
of
that 3 is on the rail. Oh, where's the cue
my
ball
goodness.
going? All right, no, it's okay.
it.
All right, billiards gods, thank you. Now he's going to have to bump into the 9-7, and this shot has a lot of moving parts to it. And whilst doing so and trying to figure out where the 9 and the 7 go in the cue ball, and make sure you're on the 6 and not hook somehow. Also, make sure you make the 5. So there's a lot to think about in this shot. A lot of things that you need to control. And there it is. He gave it extra speed. to kind of get everything apart. I think he felt if he tried to play it any softer, it was just too much clutter and confusion. So he's given himself a good chance now to take this rack. Still needs a few good shots.
This is not a great angle.
Nice thing about it is it was sort of the drama. Get a quick view of the player. And you're saying that was not a good camera angle or a good angle on the 7?
Good angle on, well, maybe both. I don't know. I wasn't paying that close attention.
No, but you did say this is not a good angle, so
I
I'm
don't
assuming
like
you meant
this
something.
angle.
Yeah. Ooh, little bump on the 9 ball.
A couple of them. That got funny.
Yep. Still shooting. Like the Energizer Bunny. And he's not afraid to take a little think and a stop.
Well, this is a tester here because you have to hit this with speed. This isn't just
Right. You don't want to.
I mean, you could play this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rails shape.
Yeah.
With speed and hit it harder, right?
Because, yeah, I'm sure you could probably try and baby this in, but who wants to try and just roll this 8 ball just dead weight into the pocket? I mean, if he can do that, he's great. He's good on the 9. If he hangs it, match over. So this is huge. There's a lot of pressure on this shot. He can lose the entire match right here. And if he makes it, he's still got to win another 10 racks. He's got to make this ball. He doesn't like it. And if you play it at a comfortable speed, no good. Cue ball flies past the 9, ends up wrong. So yeah, you're right. You might as well just think, why not give it more so it can come back up around the table. Try and avoid the scratching somewhere. This is a test. Oh no. Oh, I hate to end, I hate it to end this way.
I hate to say it too, but this is still tough. When you're in this position, you still have to stroke this ball well to end this match.
Yeah, there's pressure on this, but not as much pressure as Tarek just felt shown. That is a really, really tough for Tarek. Tarek.
We both messed it up. What's going on here?
That is really, really tough. He's going to think about that shot on that 8 ball. He didn't like it.
And there it is.
Oh, my goodness. What a way for the match to end. It's a shame that it was kind of like that, really. But both players played great. Tarek is going to feel like he was in a car wreck. Gutted.
Good match there, guys. All right, everybody, that's it. That wraps it up. What a great match.
Yeah, and 2 great players.
Both played terrific. I think couldn't ask for much more excitement other than making it to 29-29.
Yeah, I thought it was. He really wishes if there's any mulligan that you could have taken, he's going to take it right there on that 8 ball.
And
because he could have popped that in. He could set that up now, and he's immediately play it, pop it in.
Yeah. So a lot of fun, and as usual, we haven't done this for a while, so it's really been enjoyable working with you again.
Yep.
Talking through these matches,
Yeah.
a lot of fun. It was a great match. Appreciate everybody that joined us. Really enjoyed having everybody in the chat, and hopefully we'll see you guys soon. We got a couple other players I know want to set up some matches. If you guys are interested at all, reach out to me on Facebook. You can either reach out to my Quickfire page or me personally. And other than that, I just want to thank everybody. You guys are always a great crowd, and we enjoy running these things for you. So come back,
that was awesome.
again. Thanks, MH.
Thank you.
All right, see you guys. Thank you.